My name is Chief Ogu. Prime Minister, you're welcome from Sydney.
Greeting.
Yes.
Greetings, everybody. Our Prime Minister Odogundewo. Sorry, my camera is not on because of my location. Oh, Dala.
And I want to introduce myself further, Mr. Prime Minister. Thank you for the job you're doing. I'm ashamed to myself for not being able to be active for a very long time. I respect Mr. Wunze a lot. I'm the first person that invited Nnamdi Kanu to Australia. And I'm the first after the war that have a diplomatic relationship with Australia and the government here. So I'm happy for the job you are doing. And I tweeted you when the time for election, we are having issue that you were arrested. I tweeted, I said, I'm coming to Finland if such is like that. But what happens. My name is Chief Ogu. In fact, I listened to your talk in the last time about people who took an oath and again they're going against those oaths by sabotaging the people. And I was told that I can't participate in anything about Biafra without taking oath. So they don't know by coming against you, they're also sabotaging the oath. And tomorrow they're talking what is happening to them. So Jishike very, very well. And I also want to say, Mr. Windsor had a lot of attack. Last time we had a meeting. They attacked him so well, but he was alone. And he was able to defend himself. I was in that meeting, he knows. Everybody sided him, but he stood his ground.
Can you put on your camera? Let us see you on your camera.
Yeah, I'm here. So they attacked Mr. Windsor so much in broad daylight. But he stood his ground. In fact, they didn't know when they recognized him to be able to say the prayers. He stood for the prime minister. He defended you so well. I didn't expect that from him. That was his ear. He can hear me. So I'm the first person that invited Nnamdi Kanu when I made a diplomatic relationship with Australian the government with Mr. Isaac that is here. We met the former ambassador of Australia that time. But Prime Minister, the job you are doing is not easy. And I saw you today running. I love the type of resilience you are doing, the mental torture, the psychological impact. And here in Australia, but Mr. Wunze stood his ground, irrespective of the hatred and the sidelining they had on him. My brother Simon Ekpa, from my heart, I so much love you because what you are doing, I cannot do it. And God born you for this.
Well, thank you very much. You should have waited until this program starts so that this your beautiful eulogy will be well captured. So I hope you're gonna come back again if you are called.
I'm here. I decided that I'm not going anywhere.
So you are one of those. You are one of those who left us to die alone until now.
I didn't leave. I'm playing my own part. If they listened to me, Nnamdi Kanu could not have been arrested. I told Mr. Wunze. I got the tip off, and I told them to tell him. Nobody told him. It's there. The chat is there.
No, I mean, of course, after he was kidnapped, everybody disappeared. So we were shouting and shouting and shouting. And some of you that have something.
I didn't, sir. When you go to your tweet, I've been there. When they had the rumor that arrested you in Finland, I said I'm coming to Finland. I was prepared to come to be with you. Even if you're going to court, I'll be there. I tweeted.
That is nice to hear. So hopefully you will be in Finland during the declaration because that is the most important one.
We'll see. Mr. Windsor is there. No problem, sir.
It was here last year. When many people did not believe, he believed. And he took all the risk, fly over 22 hours to come to Finland for that convention. And that is the only somebody who believes in what he's doing can do that. So I really appreciate his job and resilience and doggedness in what we are doing. So Ewunze is somebody that have done very well. So
and for him, I just want to let everybody know he was physically attacked. There's no manner of insult they didn't render to him. I was there in a meeting. There is no thing they didn't tell him. Yeah. No name on this earth they didn't call him.
The most important thing is that everybody is here today with one voice. Yes. And it is part of the struggle. And so I was aware, and I'm aware of whatever transpired then. So, but it is good that the whole thing were resolved by the CRC, and that is their job. They did it. So I am happy, and then also still pleading with those who may have still something in their heart to understand that this is a struggle that we have come to finish, and the distraction is not allowed. So I'm happy to see all of you. I'm looking forward to see those who may have feel offended one way or the other, to also understand that what we know is called muje muje in Hausa. Only muje muje, only move. somebody was explaining. Somebody was explaining to some of their gang members in the Nigeria Senate or somewhere that boy in Finland, the only thing he knows is kill. You know, so I told them they are not the only one who know how to kill. We don't carry gun too. So if you want to kill us, we'll kill you back.
Yes.
So,
Mr. Prime Minister, what got me more of interested when I had a meeting with Nnamdi Kanu when he came here. He was here in 2010, and he slept in my place. I told him I'm not going to join the Biafra struggle if there's no arms. If there's no arms deal, I won't join. Because you can't do any struggle without arms. It's impossible. So those who are running on the sideline because of arms, it's lies. So I'm happy when you came on board. I swear to God, if I lie, let me die today, that you stood on that. That's my joy. Without that thing, we can't do anything. If we allow them to continue to kill us, it's rubbish.
Thank you.
They will not. This is only joy. Any person on this meeting that is fine about arms should go and sit down.
Of course.
You are not interested.
Of course.
So I'm so happy about that. It makes me happy. It makes me happy personally.
That's the only way, because we have been killed enough, and
yes,
we are not just resisting them, but we are also revenging. So it has to happen like that till the end, when Biafra will be recognized. For those who are still asking about the roadmap, our roadmap is very clear. We're not a hider, Even if I speak with any president today, I will ask him, do you want me to go public? He will say yes. I will go public. Those who say don't go public yet, I will keep it aside. So we are not hiding. Freedom fighting is not something you hide. You will hide your movement, you hide what you are doing. There is nothing like that. We are fighting to free ourselves, and the entire world is watching to know what we are doing. So if you are hiding it, how would the world know how you are, what the move you are making, and the kind of things you are doing diplomatically, both locally and internationally, to be a free person? It doesn't make sense. So you have the ability to make things public and let the enemy try to destroy it, and they will never destroy it. That is what will define whether you're actually ready to become a free nation or not. You cannot just be hiding, they know what I'm doing. When you become a free nation, we begin to talk about national securities and our secret intelligence and all that. So, but for now, we're fighting, everything is open and public. There is something you don't understand, you come and ask. If there is when they, for almost 2 years, today people are still asking some of those idiots. They say they are very angry that we are having meeting with U.S. officials. They are very, very angry. They say it is the Nigeria government that is promoting him to have meeting with U.S. Congress and U.S. government official. They say it is a lie. I do not understand why. I do not understand how somebody will post a picture claiming that they had a meeting with somebody, office of somebody, and the Biafra agitation that has gotten to this level where everybody is paying attention. Somebody will just post something that they had a meeting. Why he did not have a meeting? And the person is still there on social media. Today, as a Biafra prime minister, if I make a tweet, it goes very, very far. Within 1 hour, the person in question will get that tweet, will get information of that. So if there is anything about, because they build their destiny on lies and propaganda. So they think that that is what we're doing. So if I post anything that is not true, believe me, it's a very big slap on Biafra, and that can never happen. So within a few minutes, that thing will be debunked by whomever I have tagged or whoever I claim to have meeting with. So they think that even when I post something about myself in Finland, they say it's a propaganda, is a fake. I don't live fake life here. Everybody knows me. So both the government, both the official, everybody knows me. So I cannot post something when it is not true. But of course, because of the primitive and the way of thinking, they think that Nigeria, when they are in Nigeria, everything goes. So somebody can actually do anyhow, but we are not like that in the government of Biafra. And we are here. We have a time frame to fight for this freedom. We have a time frame to achieve what we want to achieve for the government. We have a time frame to declare Biafra. And that's exactly what we're following. So after the declaration of Biafra, then we will know how long we're going to, resist the Nigeria terrorism and the terrorist state in our land, and how long it will take us to eradicate Nigeria, because we're eradicating them as a virus. So that eradication is something that they can never, ever defeat. The way we are going to fight Nigeria, I swear to God, Nigeria can never defeat Biafra again. And they know this. They know this particular fact. We will fight Nigeria like no other freedom fighter has done in the history. I don't know what is coming. She mean at 22nd of December. A lot of people think 2nd of December is very far. It's not going to be very far. It's not far. Just a few months we are there. After the declaration, they will see hell.
Okay.
I think a media team, we have to go to the program before or hijack everything.
Yes, so we can start.
Okay. Obatobie, you're welcome.
There.
Yeah, I just want to correct something from here that our brother Nekro, when he was saying Emeremazi wins attack. And not talking about that now, whatever he was saying has nothing to do with the coming of CRC. So I don't, maybe it's a different program somewhere.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right.
Yes.
So, but
it's not about
whatever he was saying was
Israel,
actually resolved, right? I say.
Yeah.
Sorry.
He will answer by himself.
Yeah,
he will answer by himself.
No,
that was what I meant.
Was actually resolved, right?
Yeah. The CRC, the coming of CRC was very helpful.
That's all. The only thing I want to hear is that the issue has been resolved.
Yes, it has been resolved, but it has nothing to do with what that our brother is saying.
Okay.
That's my own point there.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. Okay, please, if you need your cameras on, put it on now, because we are going to disable the option as we start fully. If you need your cameras on, put it on. Hello to everyone as we start.
So Sonny, good afternoon.
Greetings, yeah,
I'm J Live.
Because nne-ewekwuru m ajọ ma ụmụ nga ma ọ bịara ụmụnne m tontontom ọ pụtara papi ugo nụnụkwa hia.
We all remain muted because we are starting now. Thank you.
Land of the rising sun, we love and cherish. Beloved home, land of our brave hero. Oh God, protect us from the hidden pitfalls. Guide all our movements, lest we go astray. Give us the strength to heed the human being's call, to give and not to count the cost each day. Bless those who rule, to serve with resoluteness, to make this climb a land of righteousness.
A minute silence to the fallen heroes of Biafra, and the time starts now. May the souls of the departed heroes and heroines of Biafra rest in peace, while their spirits continue to embolden us as we fight on to restore Biafra and defend it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You're all welcome to Biafra LIAISON Australia, as we hand over the mic to Ambassador Iwunse. Ambassador, take over from here with your programs. I think you'll be starting from item number 2. Over to you, sir.
Thank you, my Honorable Minister of Information and Media. Item number 2 is opening prayer, and that will follow with the presentation of Kola. And to guide us in this is Mazi Imasho. Mazi Imasho is in the house. You can unmute yourself. And Mazi Imasho is Emmanuel Musa. He has his name as Emmanuel Musa. If you can help him to unmute, please.
Emmanuel Musa. Please, whenever you're called upon, you
raise your hand. So let him see.
Thank you. Emmanuel Musa, unmute
yes,
yourself.
he's raising his hand physically.
Yeah, unmute yourself, Emmanuel.
Ndewonu, onye ndu, Ambassador anyị nwoke ọma Luke Iwunse. Thank you for the honor, I should say. And Honorable Prime Minister, let me take this beautiful opportunity, humble privilege to welcome you to Australia once again. Welcome. Amahomo Chinese atayon na aluminium gay in a all this strength my hinini name. Oh nani chukuga bajuginike. So for opening prayer, ori ekpere nnekpe ihe mụ na Chukwu na-akpa wo nkata. So ihe m ga-eme n'abalị mgbe ọbụla m ji kwucha nnọchi ikpe ya ekpere nna kpọ ya ekpere ma show otu m na-eche ekpe ana m eme ka kumuyi ana m ata ya ọnụ ka prime minister ana m ata aluminium ana m ata ya ọnụ n'ogbulo. So ana m ekpe ka a na-eji ụkwụ agbawashi dọ and eti ka onye ihe efu ọ nwụchimanya ya arị ka onye ji agwa nna ya okwu ọ ga-awụrụ n'onye ishi. Ọrịa ekpere m chere ikpe n'abalị ihe m chọrọ ịtụ ndị Igbo wu ogbo n'ihu Chineke. Ụmụnne m ndị Igbo, ụmụ Biafra ndị nọ n'abalị na-ege ntị from wherever you are. N'abalị enyere m ikikere idu nnu n'ekpere ịkpọ nnu jee n'ihu Chineke. Ihe m ji atụ nnu wu ogbo n'ihu Chineke na ma na-atụ nnu ogbo n'ihu Chukwu. Olise bi n'igwe anya bịara anya apịhụ m arị anya m ga-anwụchi ma arịkwa n'ala m ji esekwu nwa eze wee eze. Onye mụrụ nwa shi ọkwa nwa gị nwoke wụ akpụ obi nwa gị Simon Ekpa ọ na-alụrụ na ndị na-ebilifu na Biafra ọ lụgara na ha ọgụ. So ị ga-alụrụ n'anya ọgụ ị ga-agbaju anyị n'ike ọrịa arịrịọ mbịa arịọ gị ihe arịrịọ niile ngarọ gị wụ gwa ụmụ gị ndị Igbo gwa hụ chichi ehu one na ọ tene been a long time. Onye akpọrọ ụgwụ ga-amatacha akpọrọ gị ụgwụ ịnụwokwa na-eme gịnị. Ndị ụfọdụ bịa enwere ndị mara ahụ na-ekwu oche Simon Ekpa shi ahụ prime minister a gwara gị shi adọghị adọga nna gị gaa arụlipụ bịa ewere ihe nji wụrụ nwa Simon Ekpa taa wụcha ahụ nwa Nnamdi Kanu hụ agụ na nwa agụ. Believe it or not, your jealousy can drive you to a bubble. It does not matter if there's no Simon Ekpa today. Maazị Nnamdi Kanu I need that. Agaghị ahụgburu na-enye that place because nobody will ask. Family oblige ị na-ahụ bụ onye na-ata iron na-ata aluminium. Ọkwa ndị otu ọnụ ndị ka nka a ga-abịanụ abịa ekuru m ji mme barbecue. Chineke achị m ga-egwu ụmụ gị ụmụ Igbo ndị ọ tụrụ n'isi. Elekwana ihe ọwụ anyị ga-eje arịọ Chineke ego akwa kenụ na-akpa anya kwa iji ya. Ọ nwere ihe anyị na-enweghị ụmụnne m ụmụ gị Chineke na ụmụ gị bịa ha na-ekwu ihe anyị nwere arịwo onye m chọrọ ka ọ gwa m ihe anyị nwere ihe m chọrọ ka ịgwa m ka anyị na-enweghị ọrịa ebe anyị na-anụghị n'elu ụwa. Anywhere you go on this planet Earth and you don't find Igbo man, they say that place is habitable. Pack your load and go. Get the fuck out of that place. Chineke ihe masị m asụ ọrụ ike ị na-eke mụ amụ ụka ekwu mgbe ikere m. I know everywhere. That thing we do not have that will give us our freedom. We know we are everywhere. We must identify where those things are, and we have everything to get to where we are going to. We cannot continue to live in a place where we are despised in perpetuity. It will not get any better. Chukwu ka na-atụ ụmụ gị n'ihu gị as they ask me to lead this. Mmecha mlidicha ka ekpere prime minister na-achịrị igwe atụrụ ya becha ka ehụrụ ke ọ mara gị kwee Chukwu ihe ntụgo ụmụ gị wu ogbo. Gesha Simon Ekpa awụhụ prime minister ma ọrịhụ capable or qualified to be a prime minister ka biko weta idea gị aka mma mụ ahụ ịmachi oge eso gị. The movement of Biafra is beyond individuals. It's a thing it's anointed by the Almighty God in heaven, the King of Kings himself. Ụmụ Igbo
in particular, happen them here no be Igbo now machari here na macha na-ezuzu here na-ezuzu. Get out of our side. We are not interested. We're responding to people like that, waste of our time and making them popular that is undeserved. Igbo in particular. We have the highest number of individual billionaires in the whole of Africa.
Mazi Emmanuel, please, you're on the item number 2. Start with the prayer first, then later when
I am praying. I am praying, sir. I am praying. I'm not Kumuyi. I said that.
Yeah,
if you let me finish what I'm saying, please. I'm not Kumuyi of Tunde Bakare. Ụmụ Igbo ka m na-atụ ogbo n'ihu Chukwu, ntụcha ahụ ogbo ngwazie Chukwu ihe m chọrọ. Ụmụ Igbo pụtanụ support on ihe a na-eme. Nobody will fight this war for us. No one. It is us, our own. Mgbe unu chebe mgbe ụwa niile ga-abịa lụọrọ anyị dị ọgụ. These people will finish us, and if you see all those useless big media hubs, they will start running around like monkeys, scavenging for headlines. So let us rescue ourselves. We have the capacity to do so. Support what we are doing. That this movement in the first place has nothing against anybody. The movement of Biafra, Almighty God, is not against any indigenous Nigerian, as they call it. As a matter of fact, it's a liberation for all. I tell people, and I say proudly, that Biafra is the arrow pointer to the destiny of Africa. You're jealous, you cannot change it. It can only deepen our misery, because the longer they hold Biafra down, the longer Africa remains in its misery that is continues to be. In saying that, Almighty God, we're not against Yoruba, we're not against Hausa, any ethnic identity, that we are not against anybody. We are against evil. We are against people that come for extinction, people that want to kill us. This is not about Yoruba. We love them as much as they despise us. But let it be known, where we have Hausa people. I have best friends back in the days in Port Harcourt who are Hausas, and I love them so dearly.
Sure.
The point is, for people who think or thought that this Biafra movement is against anybody, please think again. It has got nothing to do wrong for anybody. It's a liberation for everyone. And we have people whom God has dedicated to get this thing done. If you don't support them, I don't know what you will support. I don't commit any offense. Chukwu mee ka ụmụ gị mepee n'ụbụrụ ya uche okpochi na kpochi ka biko ji n'ha ma tiwa anya, so that they will understand. You talk of hunger, agụrụ ọkụmakwa nna gị mgbe eburu na egbe, mgbe eburu na AK-47 kee ndị na-ama ihe bụ primary school gaa na mara ihe jee eburu nna ma jee tagbuo ihe ụmụ nwaanyị kụrụ ihe ndị mmadụ ụkara ga-eji eri gị si agụrụ agụ ma be nnụ ndị Igbo. They have not started. You must recognize that you are hated, and so passionately so. You must understand that. You have to inculcate it to your skull. And that thing is not going to change, because you are too blessed. The jealousy will be there forever and ever. Chukwu. Ashana ekpere ngwu mepee ụbụrụ ụmụ gị ndị nke na-ekweghị ihe a na-eme. Open their brain. Let them release our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. We don't want him dead. We want him alive. We don't want our Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa, Akpu Biafra. We don't want anything to happen to him. Because unless when onye ọzọ welitere aka elu ndị niile na-amachari prime minister ewuli prime minister emuli anya abalị italia yon ma ọfụ alụ milion. Chineke mepe ụbụrụ ụmụ gị we are that we are everywhere on this planet Earth. We are scattered all over the globe. We are in every prison on this planet Earth. Yeah, we are subject of ridicule everywhere on this planet. I'm not in the Niger, Niger of all places. Chukwu, ekpere mbi ekpere negi. Onye mụrụ nwa ga-azụ nwa ya. Nwari etu nde bakari nwa gakwa n'ụmawụ ragbashi ekwetu nde bakari na ụdị ekpere na ebe nte. Ndị ga-ahụ ihe ọjọọ ekpuchi ya. Ebe a na-atụ ụjọ. Mepee obodo gị. Ihe hụ ka ewejiokwu. Mee ka aghọta ihe a na-eme. Ọrịa ego anyị bịa na gị n'eluigwe ahụbeghị m nke ego si n'eluigwe daa. Anyị nwere ya n'akpa bụ ụmụ Igbo ha wepụta ya. Kụwachi ụbụrụ hụ tii gị amamihe ka aghọtanụ ndị na-aghọta hụ ni. Ndị nwere ụjọ wepụ ụjọ. Ndị nwere ekworo wepụ ekworo. Simon Ekpa nwanne anyị nwoke tata anyị nwa anyị. Some of us mụrụ ya ka nwa. Onye ashị nne ya mụrụ ya. Oriọna akọrọ ya. But onye ashị nne ya mụrụ ya. Ọ ugwu na nsọpụrụ ka akwịnị ya. And ngọfọ ha aka abụọ ka a na-eji ebu ya. Ịtọrọ Simon eke ya jee skuul eke ya mmiri eke ya nwa ego. Sọpọtụ ya.
Chitekweni ka ga-eme ọjị.
Onye isi ọ Chineke ka m gwaga ọwụ oge nwekwere ndidi nta asị m Chineke na ya mee ka ndị Igbo anyị tete n'ụra. Let him finish what he has started, because I believe very strongly that this movement is initiated by Almighty God himself, and I have not doubted it from day one. I won't doubt it forever. Chukwu ọ gwụcha n'ihe nshige ma ene m ori moto nshige zere ma amara m ebe a na-ere moto. Ise
Imasho original ekpere. Ka ekpecha ọgwụgwa Chineke anọghị nke a mmarakwa.
Ihe m ịmara ị nwere ihe niile enweghị ihe ị nwere ebumwe mpụ.
Nke a bụ example of Kọsara Chukwu. Ọ nwere ebe ihe bụ Kọsara Chukwu. This is example. Chineke ndị Igbo na-ekwu okwu mana asọmpi ahụ amara ihe a na-ekwu. Asị gị na-ekpere bụ gị Kọsara Chukwu kpakpa gị. Ọ na-akọsara Chukwu ndị mmadụ aghọta ha. Nke a bụ dị original, ya bụ dị original ekpere Kọsara Chukwu. Ọ bịa na ọ na-akọsara Chukwu, ọ na-adị ka gasị na ọ na-akọsa ka ọ na-akọsara ya imechakwa iji gwu ekwu sị gị na ọgbakwa gị maka ya na gwara Chukwu ka ya na-agwa.
Sorry, yeah, this our opportunity get him chetara agbatara n'obi. Once Biafra bịara, that ilu ndị Igbo anya, all those ilu ndị Igbo anya. Anyị ga-akawa ahụ a na-eme ya practical. Ịma na ya anaghịzi eme ihe anyị na ụjọ ọsọ, a na-atụ dị ilu, but ilu ahụ a na-atụ anaghịzi emesi ya n'omume, and also n'ebe ibe ihe na-eme anyị isi, because ilu ahụ anyị na-atụ ọ bụrụ na anyị na-ekwu.
Ngwa cheka nchekere ka ajụjụ. Kedu ka anyị ga-esi practicalize ahụ anyụrụ n'elu gbara ijijigharị?
Ọbata obi ọkwa na-ekwu ihe nka ọ na education na school a na-akụzi ihe mebi ọ na-akụzi Igbo.
Example ka nyere gị ya ahụ anyụrụ n'elu gbara ijijigharị.
Nke ahụ dị iche na nwata ọfụ mgbe a na-asị gị eziokwu bụ ndụ. That eziokwu bụ ndụ. Kedu ihe meziri ndị be anyị ejighị ghọta na eziokwu bụ ndụ, na the most important thing ikwuru n'eziokwu na enweghị ihe na-eme gị n'ọya bụ ndụ, and ihe gị nwa bụ our PM represented. So those who ilu ahụ ekwesịrị ina-eme practical ka ọ ga-enye na anyị aka wee.
Ngwa ka anyị gaa na the program. Unu mana onye ndị Igbo na-ata nọgide na-ajụ onwe m ajụjụ, kedu ihe ndị a na-eche wee chegide cheta ụdị inu a maka ya mara ya nwere ịma. Of course anyị ga na-atụgharị ihe niile, mana sometimes ana m eche kedu Kedu no ihe chegide somebody we chete that na ahụ anyụrụ n'elu gbara ijigharị. Mana ile kwa ya ọkwa eziokwu.
PM mgbe irigoro n'elu nye ọnụ ahụrụ ka ị ga-amasị ọ ga-efesa enwe onye ma ebe o si bịa ije rum ebe mmadụ ebe ahụrụ na-atọgbu onwe ya ebe agbakọrọ na agbakọ ịnyụpụ ya nwe onye ga-ama ihe ị nyụrụ enwe onye ga-amasị iriri beans.
Australia.
Yes. Ngwa, second part is the presentation of Kola, please.
Kola Nut. Ndewonu ụmụ Igbo, ndị nwe mmadụ, ụmụ Biafra.
Ọzọkwa.
Is it the one to take Kola Nut again?
Agalaba niile na Biafra. Ma ndị shi anobi Igbo. Onwe ha ebe anyị nwere nsogbu. Anyị kelere nnụ niile. Mgbe Biafra bịara, otu o si bịa, anyị nnụ kọndishọn nnụ ga-eji abịachite ma nnụ chọọ. Mana dịka m si agwa everybody, we cannot be fighting for freedom and at the same time we attempt to emasculate the freedom of others. It's impossible. You can't be fighting light when you are darkness. Onye ejidere as hostage. Biafra bịa nweta liberation. Like our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said. He said, if you want to exit, the day you will exit, we will celebrate your exit and assist you to grow. He went further to say that we want our neighbors, our brothers and sisters to be prosperous so that they can buy our products. Our success is not pinned down to oil and gas or whatever you think we have. Our ingenuity alone is enough to sustain us in perpetuity, I should say. Then you're 20 pounds. Today, you are the highest billionaires in Africa individually. PM, Mwakoma, with all due respect to your person and to your position, I say welcome to Australia once again. Anyị na-asị Chineke kere eluigwe ka ala. Ihe niile o nwere ka ọ na-eke. Mkpu eluigwe na ala. Amara m ebe mmasị na space nọ. Anyị amachi ihe niile o kere. Ya dume gị. Let him guide you. Give us this freedom as he has started. A lot has been placed on your shoulder. I can imagine what you go through. But iron aluminium in ata. And I put it I check na who did the response. He just na atanya utis ataya na oh god. Jishike wakoma. Ori ngam ha bete otu ọbụla ori. Aga m eji $500 awara na goji today. Ma mo shege me ishi mbra n'ụlọ gị na fine land ma na Biafra ga-enye ihe m ego m.
lekwa ọjị ebe a.
Ọ dị ọjị ka m goziri shi aga m eji 500 awara na PM ofu. Ka biko ụmụnne m nna hụra m ga nha ọwụkwa nnụnụ shi eji 500 ịwa nna ejegbu na 500 welite n'aka akpa nnu juchuru eju. Afọ bịa were ọjị, eke bịa were ọjị, nkwọ bịa were ọjị, orie bịa were ọjị. Biafra, life and death, ndị niile nwụrụ n'ihe a na-eme. Chineke nna this moment biko cheta ịhụ nwoke ọma. Mee ka ihe kwuhụ nwụọ ka ụmụ anyị na ụmụ ụmụ anyị benefit ekwe from it. It's not too much asking onye isi. Odogwu ka ewu ihe kwuru na-eme. Chekwa ụmụnna anyị niile. Onye ọbụla na-eme ebe o si eme, ma ndị ewu sọsọ okwu ọnụ ka ha na-ekwu, ma ndị ewu ekpere obi ka ha na-ekpe, ma ndị ụjọ na-ekwebe pụta bete obi hụnụ n'ihe ha na-eme. Father, bless them. Bless their intention. Give us this Biafra, Almighty God of mercy. And let the world testify your goodness and your glory. Ka Chineke gozie ọjị anyị gata ka anyị taa ya ka ọ wụrụ ihe ụmụnne na-emekọ, ihe obiọma, ihe na-enye obi aṅụrị na-enye ndụ. Dodiri n'onye ọbụla.
Ise.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Our next item will Olundembo, a video presentation which our able minister, back to you.
All right, a minute, please.
Ikenge Simon Okpa dire n'ezie anụ na-agba egbe ya na-akpa nni nwa amụrụ gba egbe na mba obodo ekwere na mmadụ apụtago usu a na-esu agụ mkpa na akpago anụ so meso ke na-abara oye mba anụ njamjakwu na-agba ete ghara ghara ikuku ọma na ọnya dike ọma obo nwa obodo ji biri Simon Okpa bụkwana dike n'ezie asị na ahapụ asị ka ebu asị ka abụ asị ka eburu na-anaghị n'isi ada ama aka maka na ihe ji ama aka debe dike achọba ahụ ụdụ n'ala Igbo. Simon iso na ndị na-achọ ahụ n'ala Igbo, iso na ndị na-ekwu ekwu n'ala Igbo, isokwere na ndị na-achụ achụ n'ala Igbo. Dike bụ aka na-abụ nnụ n'eri ma ndị ji egbe na-agba ọsọ. Anyị na-asị gị ekele mbụba bụ mbụba ihe a na-eme eme na na-eme eme ọ gosi ụmụaka Biafra na ha bịachi ike ha ji iji ọkpa aga ma gị na nwe wepụta ego ihe asị ihe ọbụla ekwuru si gị dụrụ otu aka ya dị mbaba dịka ekele anyị na-asị obodo ahụ obodo ihe a bụ ihe na-enyere mba aka ndị nna anyị ha ji biri ndị eji ama atụ ihe ha ji eme dike. Simon anyị sị gị na ha akwụ anyị na-asị onye kpọrọ gị oku na mma ya ji ekwe hụrụ mma, onye kpọrọ gị oku na njọ ya ji enwụrụ njọ. Na gị nwa dimkpa batara ọhịa emeghe egbe iji anụ bụ n'ọhịa na-agba ọsọ gị bata obodo meghe egbe iji ma ndị polisi ma ndị amị na-agba ọsọ. Ihe nna si onye oziere n'ụwa njanja nkwụ na-agba ete ghara ghara aja mgbe eji sụ aja ọhịa mkpomkpo eji kparịrị. A sị gị kelee Simon dike ọma nwoke ọma ji biri. Nnamdị kulie mụnnadị bịakwara ya kpazụga ikulie si n'ihe bụ nnadị ya bịa ka ya were aka n'iji aka na abụ na-eriwe vue gwara ya eji wuru dike. Anaghị aza dike na ụkpọrọ ọhịa onye mere ka o ji wuru dike. Ojemba enwe iro. Anyị na-asị gị ekele mbụba dike ọma. Ije niile ị na-eje na mbụba niile a na-ada ada na ihe niile a na-eme eme gị nwa Simon ịkpachikwana ya n'aka. Anụ na mba na-agwa mba ihe a na-eme. Ịnọ n'obodo oyibo mana ijudo na Naịjirịa. Ndị Biafra sị gị jisi ike n'obodo ha sị gị gbaba mbọ. Mmụọ Biafra ha chekwene gị. Asụ na-ekele a na-asị ebe na ebe Nnamdị anọ na mmụọ ji eni mmụọ aja mmadụ ndị ji eni si ha ji agha aka. Simon Okpa na-akpọ ite mmụọ ndị ji agha aka. Andị o ji emekwere n'ala Igbo ọkwara nwa nkenke mgbe ya gbachaa ka mmiri pịachaa m. Simon Okpa jem ije na-eme ihe na-emeni gị ma anụ bara ọhịa mgbe gbara wara ọsọ. Onye gba aka na-abụ nnụ na-eri ndị ji egbe na-agba ọsọ. Simon Okpa anyị sị unu ekele mba na mba bụ na nọ n'ala Igbo na-asị gị ekele ihe a ka ndị okenye ala Igbo niile ha sị mma onye aka ma ọ kwuleruo ma okelere gị nwa Simon Okpa ewechi m anaghị azakwana dike n'ụkpọrọ kwa ahụ ọbụla ihe nrịba ama ji emerere kwa ahụ ọbụla ihe nrịba ama ji emerere Simon Ekpa ị na-ahụ ụzọ ị na-agba afa ịbịakwana ezi oziọma Biafra abụghị ovie n'isi yosi ekele ebe na ebe ga nọ na njanja nkwụ gbara ete ghara Mbadike mụrụ gbuo egbe anụsị emesịrị oke na-abara oyi mba a na-asị gị ekele anyị ekele ndị obodo ndị nọ iche iche ndị bịara na dịrị Nnamdi Kalụ ndị bịara na-enye aka ka Nnamdi Kalụ kwụrụkwa n'oche ọnọkwa ndị si ka Biafra ji adịcha na anyị so n'obodo na ya bụ obodo gbakọlụrụ so nọnyere nri iji wee na-eme ka Biafra gaa n'iru anyị na-asị unu ekele dịrị unu niile egwu chimehi Simon Ekpa akwụkwana dike Simon Ekpa ịbụkwana dike Simon Ekpa ịbụkwana dike usu anụkwa ndị esu agụ mkpa na ha akpa agụ.
Thank you very much for that. PM, this is Australia saying welcome. And the next item is the Australia family are going to receive you. When people heard that you are coming, it was exciting. It was so exciting that our brother Mazi Ayo is going to tell us how Australia want to receive you today. So Mazi Ayo, go ahead and let the PM know how Australia is receiving him.
Okay, thank you very much, Mazi Wunze, my ref. Obatovie, my Prime Minister, His Excellency, Odogunwoke Simon Ekpa. Today, 18th of August, we were so happy, we were so excited, because Australia has been waiting for your coming back. They have been waiting for you to come back. And I can guarantee you, I can tell you that many of Australians are already watching live. They are here to receive you. They are here to welcome you. With the Australian liaison, we welcome you once again in Australia. We appreciate your effort. We appreciate everything you are doing for Biafra. There is no one like you. We owe you so high. We thank you for coming to Australia, and our Australian community, our Biafran community in Australia. You are highly welcome. As you can see, there is many of them already talking. I didn't even know one of our brother who said he already met our leader before. Today he's here. That tells you how Australian people are willing to meet you today. You are highly welcome. I welcome her and I say, when we will go in, you will go in peaceful, and you will go in good health to be able to come back again. Thank you, His Excellency, my Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa. Welcome to Australia.
Go ahead and announce the
money. Okay. So this is how we welcome you, my PM. The Australian liaisons, we prepare for your coming. So I will announce their names, the names of the people who is making this your visit a well meaningful welcome. Mazi Chinedu Okafo, 100 Ejema. Mazi Chikelo, 50 ejemma Quisis ejemma nke Australia. Mazi Godwin 100 ejemma. Mazi James Ezocha 100 ejemma. Mazi Luke Iwunze 100 ejemma. Mazi Justin Anyanwu 150 ejemma. Enwere one of our brother us na chọrọ ka akpa afia o jikwa 100 ejemma were asị gị welcome to Australia. Our sister Nwada Teresa o jikwa $100 100 ejemma were na-asị gị welcome to Australia, even though na ọ nọkwa here ọ chọkwara ka $100 mmatu owu ma afa mana ọ ga-ejizi aka ya wee kwu nke a. Maazị Timothy 50 ejemma. Nwada Onyinye 50 ejemma. Nwada Miss Luke Iwunze Miss Iwunze 50 ejemma. Maazị Onyebuchi 70 ejemma. Maazị Ifeanyi Okoye 50 ejemma. Maazị Ayochukwu Asiegbu 200 ejemma. And Nwada Nnenna 1000 ejemma. And Maazị Royce Oji 200 ejemma. 100 ewo maka welcoming you to Australia, and 100 ewo according to ihe to support whatever you are doing. Na ihe na-eme masịrị ya na ijisi ike. So total 2,470 ejemma ọ ihe ndị Australia ji were kwado ọbụbụ ị bịara na ọbịbịa anyị bịara tata ga-ya ezigbote mma. And I believe that after today ihe dị iche ga-adị from Australia. You are welcome, my PM, His Excellency. Thank you.
Thank you, Ayo. That was so good. And they would just say, Uzo ka anyị na-emepe, we just opening door. Ọ bụ ya bụ asụgo ya nnọọ, anyị ga-esikwere ya nri na anyị ga-asabụ ya tebụl maka nka na-abịa. So next item is a welcome praise by Mazi Godwin. Mazi Godwin, you are in the house. If you are, raise your hand so that you will be on mute. Mazi Godwin. Yes. Mazi.
Sorry, Pastor Luke, sorry, big anywhere. I just received my message. I just saw a message. Steve, and when there's one of our brother, our PM, like I said, this your visit today is a welcome development. We really appreciate your coming. So there is one of our brother, Steve Wafia, and he asked before. So I just to send the other message. No, the 150 ejemma where welcome over na him and also nam add the ozigbo. You are welcome, PM.
That's good. Wonderful. Thank you very much. Ngwa, Mazi Godwin, unmute. Minister, can you unmute Mazi GA? Mazi Sonny. Mazi GA.
Mazi GA.
Yep.
Unmute yourself. You may start your camera if you want.
My camera
Unmute your
didn't
camera.
come up again.
You can start it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, hang on. Let me just put it properly. Sorry. Okay. Good evening from here. Welcome, our PM. Just for the record, PM, or one of your co-condemned, I welcome you to Australia. Thanks our rep, Mazi Luki Wunze, and admin, Ayochukwu Asebo, for all the good work on behalf of our people. We thank you guys. Greetings from Australia, Prime Minister of the Biafra government, both in exile and in homeland, Mazi Simon Eba Njoko, the Universal Peace Ambassador, and all cabinet members here present. Our formidable media team, led by Mazi Sani Aparawa, we thank you all for standing shoulder to shoulder with our Prime Minister in his quest to restore back the kingdom of heaven on earth called Biafra. Ladies and gentlemen of the press and fellow Biafrans, after the DOS 12 years of leadership failure in regards to the restoration of Biafra nation and their subsequent kidnapping of our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu from Kenya in 2021, the then Biafra spokesperson, Mazi Simon Ekpa, will take the next 2 years to fight off the criminal DOS and their one Nigerianese politicians from the southeast of Biafra land and their cabals from Asia, Europe, Africa, Australia, UK, and the United States of America and other countries of the world where these criminals reside. After he defeated the DOS from Biafra movement, Mazi Simon Ekpa solidifies his position by uniting all Biafrans together as one family and re-established the Biafra Republic government in exile on the 8th of April 2023, after he was officially elected as Prime Minister by the cabinet members. Then in October 2023, in Helsinki, Finland, the Prime Minister unveiled to the world the Biafra Defense Forces, comprising of Biafra Liberation Army, the Biafra Resistance Fighters, the Dragon Marine, and the Biafra Air Force, with the sole mission, the defense of Biafra territorial borders, its citizens, and their properties from enemy invaders of our homeland. And the gallant men and women BDF are doing the needful. This cause is there for all to see. Prime Minister, the achievement of your government, the record of your government is immense within a short period of time of the establishment to this very moment. From introducing the sit-at-home civil disobedience that have saved thousands of Biafrans' lives, to stopping the presidential election in Biafra land in February 2023, and the just concluded bad governance protest that was aimed at targeting to kill Biafrans in the process. Prime Minister, you have restored lost hope and dignity of the Biafran people. Your template of Biafra restoration have saved thousands of lives and counting. We, the people, can now see the dreams and aspirations of our children come to reality in the new Biafra nation, unlike the ugly experience we all had in every aspect of life in the terrorist Islamic State of Nigeria. The Biafran people has finally come to realize who really is their friend and enemy. With over 50 million votes and counting, our people have spoken in one loud voice, the total rejection of the terrorist Islamic State of Nigeria and what it stands for, and by so doing, have given you the mandate to take this liberation to the next phase in your template so that December 12, 2024 deadline set by your government will be achieved and Biafra will be redeclared and defended to the glory of Chukwu Okike Abiama. It's freedom for Biafra or the invaders will die in the process. Airborne to the Biafra Liberation Army. Airborne to the Biafra Resistance Fighter. Airborne to the Biafra Air Force. All hail Biafra. I thank you all and welcome to Australia.
Airborne. Airborne.
Airborne.
Thank you, Mazi Godwin.
Yes. Thank you, Mazi Godwin. That is amazing. what has happened within a short time. Next in the agenda will be my welcome address, and then I'm going to present a welcome address to His Excellency, Honorable Prime Minister Simon Ekpa, members of the Cabinet, Biafra Republic Government in Exile, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. It is with great pleasure and honor that I extend a warm welcome to the Prime Minister Simon Ekpa on behalf of the Biafrans in Australia and Oceania. Your visit marks a significant milestone in creating awareness to Biafrans around the world, and this time, Australia in particular. We are living in a time where our existence as a people is in question. Over the years, the people of the eastern region of what is known as Nigeria have come close to extinction, having been systematically meted with genocide that have seen millions of people dead over the years. And during the genocidal war known as the Biafra-Nigerian War of 1967 through to 1970. The Biafra people suffered the greatest loss in human history, and we are made to start life again with only 20 pounds, having lost everything they had in lands and properties all over Nigeria. The oppressors changed their modus operandi to economic blockade in the region that sees Biafrans scattering all over Nigeria and indeed all over the world. The best of us are scattered all over the world. Many of us in diaspora are not here by choice. We are here out of necessity. The best of us are all over the world doing wonders, but with little recognition. The former president of the United States of America, President Bill Clinton, once made a remark when he talked about an Igbo man that was making significant impact in technology in America. But little was he known because of no identity. Nigeria has concealed the light of Biafrans for many years. I wonder what Nigeria was afraid of. Afraid of our ingenuity, afraid of our ability to thrive, afraid of our ability to be successful in everything that we do. This fear of Nigeria over the success of Ndibo did not start today. Muhammadu Bello did not hide this fear when addressing an international media in the 1960s, saying that there is this tendency to dominate. Ahmadu Bello said it, and that audio is circulating very wild out in the social media, where he said that every Igbo man have the tendency to dominate the world. He said, if you make an Igbo man a cleaner, he will become the manager. And as a result of that, they make intentional effort to make sure that we are subjugated, that we will never rise. They put a ceiling over our heads that we can never go above. This fear of Igbo success is behind the marginalization and the suppression that we have suffered in the hands of Nigeria. Just as everything that has a beginning must have an end, this fear is coming to an end. Evil has an expiry date, and that date has come. Israelites were slaves in Egypt for over 400 years. And as long as they remain in Egypt, they continue to serve their slave masters against their God-given destiny and identities. Many have paid the price of our freedom. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is currently under incarceration for daring to speak and say, "Let my people go." It would have been a disaster if after the kidnapping of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the agitation for independence of Biafra died a natural death. It would have been a disaster. But thanks be to Chukwu Okike Abiama, who has raised another leader through whom we have moved from agitation to liberation, and now the redeclaration of the United States of Biafra come December 2nd, 2024. This is the reason you are here today. All our guests, all are invited people, especially people within Australia and New Zealand and Oceania. This is the reason you are here today. To know the extent His Excellency Mazi Simon Ekpa has made what was once a dream a reality. There are 4 categories of people in the world. First category of people are those that do not know what is happening around them. They don't know, and they stand in danger because they don't know what is happening. Straying bullets will always, they will always find themselves in the wrong place. When you don't know what is happening, you are standing in a very dangerous place. The second category of people are those that watch what is happening. Now, just like the first category, they stand and they watch. And they look left, they look right, they are not contributing. They don't know exactly, but all they do is stand and focus and look at what is happening. And that leads us to the third categories of those that talk about what is happening. Those that talk about what is happening are opinion. They are people who form opinions. They are good commentators. They can describe everything that is happening with absolute no commitment. They just talk about it. And the last category of people are those that make things happen. This is where we want you to be, and this is where we want you to be part of history making. You don't have to be on the sideline. A lot of us here in Australia have been just watching what is happening. These are no more time to watch what is happening. This is time for you to be part of history making. And that is why you are here today. In concluding with the, I will conclude with this quote by Winston Churchill, which he said, "You have enemies? Good. That means you have stood up for something sometime in your life. If you have enemies, it's good. It simply shows that you are standing for something that is important." My PM, you have enemies today, and I bet you some are here just because to see whether you are going to broadcast from Venezuela, because that is what is trending, that you are in Venezuela, but you will tell us when you speak whether you are broadcasting from Venezuela or not. So you have enemies today because you have stood up for something. For over 70 million of Biafrans, all Biafrans in Australia salute you, and we believe you are the finisher. So once again, you are most welcome, and we know that Biafra is here because 2nd of December, Vara. So thank you, my PM. You are most welcome. And I will pass to you because you are the next to speak to us and let Australia hear your voice, Your Excellency.
Biafrans, put those hands together. The PM is here. Your hands together. Welcome, PM.
There one. Olugo Maton.
Yes.
Yes, sir. You are on center stage now, sir. Go ahead, sir.
Good afternoon, fellow Biafrans all over the world. Good afternoon, Biafrans in Australia. I thank you all for inviting me today and participating in this particular historic tour again. Once again, my speech today and my message today to the Biafra people is the continuation of the enlightenment and awareness on our multi-dimensional approach to the liberation of Biafra. And today, I will be sharing just small history about how we have managed to dismantle Nigeria today using the multidimensional approach. And I'm going to take solace from Israel. My fellow Biafrans, do not allow Nigeria terrorist state nor their agent and affiliate to tell you you can't get your freedom. I am here to tell you that we are going to get our freedom, and we are going to do everything possible for this particular freedom to be achieved. And I'm going to share with you the story of Israel, which everybody knows about Israel, but many people do not know what Israel went through. And I will start with a man called Theodor Herzl. The Theodor Herzl was, should I say, a founder of the Zionist movement. Herzl was an Austro-Hungarian Jewish. He was a journalist, a lawyer, writer, and a political activist who was the father of the modern political Zionism. Many people are only hearing Israel, Israel, but they don't know what actually transpired that led to Israel becoming an independent state. Herzl formed the Zionist organization and promoted Jewish immigration to Palestine in an effort to form a Jewish state. In an effort to form a Jewish state. Today, there is a Jewish state called Israel, State of Israel. Due to his Zionist work, he is known in the Hebrew Kozeh, a visionary of the state. He is specifically mentioned even in the Declaration of Israel Independence. This man was mentioned and is officially referred to as the spiritual father of the Jewish state.
it is very important that our people, both especially the gullible ones, understand that your gullibility cannot stop the liberation of Biafra this year. Hazel was born in Pest, Kingdom of Hungary, to a prosperous Neolithic Jewish family. After a brief legal career in Vienna, he became the Paris correspondent of the Viennese newspaper. He confronted the anti-Semitic event in Vienna. I hope you understand what anti-Semitism means. He reached the conclusion that anti-Jewish sentiment would make Jewish assimilation impossible. This man single-handedly rose up, stood up, because of the anti-Jewish activities across the world. He stood up, one man. And in 1896, Hazel published the pamphlet, Der Judenstaat, in which he elaborated his vision for a Jewish homeland. Because of the attack, the anti-Jewish anti-Semitism, he had a vision. His ideas attracted international attention and rapidly established Hazel as a major figure in the Jewish world. Are you thinking what I'm thinking? Are you seeing some similarity in what we are doing today, the kidnap of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and the rise of Simon Ekpa and the Biafra government in exile? In 1897, Hazel convened what we call the First Zionist Congress in Basel. First ever. My fellow Biafrans, do you see some similarity? In 2023, we had the first ever Biafra convention in Finland. First ever in the history of our freedom fighting. This man convened the first ever Zionist Congress in Basel, Switzerland. In Switzerland, and was elected the president of the Zionist organization. He began a series of diplomatic initiatives. I am talking about 18-something, when Usman Danfodio was conquering the northern Nigeria. When Usman Danfodio was killing the Hausas, this man was busy having a vision for a Jewish state of Israel. And then he began the diplomatic initiative to build support for Jewish state. I am telling you that we are not land anywhere. But that was a vision. That was a vision, and they pursued the vision. Some people who don't know anything how the world works will be telling you today who is the government, which government is supporting you, which state is supporting you, how can somebody support you when you are showing that you are an idiot? How can somebody support you when you are dependent on people and you have no thinking of your own? How can people support you when you have shown to be a slave to ordinary nomadic people who don't know what is civilization? But today, we have changed the narrative. Now they understand we are not slave nomadic. Now they understand there must be a need to support the liberation and the freedom of Biafra. Now they understand that people of integrity have risen up to show that Biafra has people of integrity and standard. He began a series of diplomatic initiatives to build support for Jewish state, appealing unsuccessfully to German emperor. He appealed to German emperor, was not successful. And Ottoman Sultan appealed to all these people, was unsuccessful. at the 6th Zionist Congress in 1903. They have had the first one, the second one, the third one, and the 6th one in 1903. Hazel presented the Uganda scheme. He even went as far as trying to build the state of Jewish state in Uganda of today. Are you aware of that? Are you aware that Israel had a vision to establish a state in Uganda? Present-day Uganda. That is people, I don't know how many of you, and of course, the gullible ones who are looking at what we're doing today are stupid and whatever. I don't know how many of them are aware of this, that Israel wanted to establish a state in Uganda, present Uganda, championed by Hazel. This was endorsed by Colonial Secretary Joseph Chamberlain on behalf of the British government. The proposal, which sought to create a temporary refugee for the Jews, ultimately rejected. Hazel died. This man died at the age of 44 in 1904 and was buried in Vienna. Now, let us also go fast forward after the Hazel attempt to establish the state of the Jewish state in Uganda, which was supposed to be the temporal refugee place, because of the anti-Semitism, anti-Jewish that was on rampage all over the world, just like they are trying to annihilate Biafrans because of the light we carry. Are you surprised that what we are facing today in Nigeria is exactly what the Jewish people faced all over the world? Then, Israel Declaration of Independence. I want you people to understand that the Declaration of Independent State of Israel was signed by 38 individuals. 38 signed the document of the Declaration of State of Independence of Israel. Are you aware of that? Are you aware that it was only 38 people that signed to declare Israel as an independent state? You don't know. Now you are knowing it today. I'm explaining to you. Formally, Declaration of the Establishment of State of Israel was proclaimed on the 14th May, 1948, by a man called David Ben-Gurion, the executive head of the World Zionist Organization. The Zionist organization that this Hazel founded. Chairman of the Jewish Agency for Palestine, and later the first Prime Minister of Israel. It declared the establishment of a Jewish state to be known as the State of Israel, which would come into effect on termination of the British mandate. Our own British mandate terminated in 2014. That was when the British mandate terminated. When they say you have 100 years after that we decide. Nobody is talking about the agreement and how Nigeria become a country from amalgamation to the independence to fake independence to today present Nigeria. They put it under the carpet because nobody have risen up to challenge them. Nobody have risen up to question the existence of Nigeria. Until now, we are questioning it under the Biafra government in exile. I will question it with gun. We will question it with bomb. We will question it with civility. We will question it diplomatically, and we will question it politically. And that is the multi-dimensional approach. That thing they are avoiding to discuss, that particular existence of Nigeria, or continuation of Nigeria, they have been avoiding to discuss, will be forced to discuss. They will be forced with the activities and the actions of the Biafra government in 2024. That's where we are going. That's why all these shenanigans, all this their regional government, all this nonsense you see happening are happening today. And they have not actually started hitting the point, because the point remains the continual existence of Nigeria as a country. They are not discussing it. What was the agreement of 1914? What was the agreement thereafter? Independent. What happened for after the 100 years of Nigeria? Nobody is discussing it. And we have seen Nigeria has become the worst and evil state, a terrorist state it has become, and such state should not be allowed to stay even the next minute. That's why Biafra has decided to fight their way out, not the type of war we fought in the 67. That was a very big lesson that we have learned. And today we are fighting differently. I am telling you, if this liberation of Biafra is going to take us the next 20 years after the 2nd of December, we are ready for it. But let us continue so that you understand how freedom is fought. Because many of you who have been in this struggle for the past 20 years actually was following people who do not know what they are doing. And either they were being sabotaged, especially from Mazen Amdekano, who set up the indigenous people of Biafra, surrounded himself with criminals who were not actually fighting for freedom. Now, the event of the termination of the British mandate, Israel immediately wanted to declare their independence. Immediately that termination of the British mandate, on the same night, the event is celebrated annually, the declaration of Israel. Now, let me also inform you that the possibility of a Jewish homeland in Palestine had been a goal of the Zionist organization, the Zionists founded by Hazel, since the late 19th century. In 1917, British Foreign Ministry Arthur Balfour stated in a letter to the British Jewish community leader, Walter Lord, that His Majesty government views with favor the establishment in Palestine of a national home for the Jewish people, and we use the best endeavor to facilitate the achievement of this object. It's being clearly understood that nothing shall be done which may prejudice the civil and religious right of existing non-Jewish community in Palestine, or the right and political status enjoyed by Jews in other countries. Now they are supporting the establishment of the state of Israel. What happens to you that is yet to get support from the British government? Have you asked yourself that? Because they see that you have been conquered. Maybe you have been conquered. Maybe you don't have the balls to fight for what is your right. Maybe because you are an African and they have come to understand that all of you are idiots. But we are here to tell them that we are not idiots, actually. We're here to tell them that we are even more advanced, more brutal to our getting our freedom, even like they will ever imagine. That is what this generation, the government, I am the prime minister, is trying to send, the message we're sending to the world. Our freedom is so precious that we are ready to burn Nigeria down for us to be free. Through this letter, it became known to the Balfour Declaration. British government policy officially endorsed Zionism. Now, without the effort of Hazel and those that follows him, will British ever take them serious? The answer is no. Will anybody ever take State of Israel or the Jews seriously? Nobody will take them serious. But they stood up. From nowhere, a man born in Hungary family, a man born in Hungary stood up and said, I am forming the organization of Zionism. That is what led to the freedom of Israel today. That is what made Israel become the one of the most powerful countries in the world. By one single man vision. And let me also inform you that this was necessary because of the violence against Jews all over the world, just like we are facing it today in Nigeria, and solution has come through the government of Biafra. And let me also inform you that before the Declaration of Independent State of Israel, there was draft, Declaration Draft 1, Declaration Draft 2, and then Declaration Draft 3. They have the first draft, the second draft, the third draft. I want you to understand that Biafra today, we have already the first draft, and we are already in the second draft. We are not necessarily going to go to the third draft and like they did, but I'm just telling you the multidimensional approach. Remember that a few days ago, I have used Finland, and I have compared what Finland did and what Biafra are doing. Now I'm using Israel for you to understand that we have captured everything and it is woto. Israel had their first declaration draft. They had that first declaration draft was done by somebody called Berenson, Zvi Berenson, or V Berenson. One person drafted it, the declaration. The second draft was done by about 5 men. 5 men drafted the second draft of the Declaration of the State of Israel. The third draft was done by 4 men. I am telling you, after that, the declaration follows, which were signed by 38 persons. Now, drafting the text, the first draft of the declaration was made by this Berenson, the legal advisor of the trade union, and later a justice of the Supreme Court. At the request of Pinchas Rosen, a revised second draft of the declaration was made by 3 lawyers, Abraham, and of course, another one, David Rames. A second committee meeting, which include David and many others, produce the final text. Today, the Biafra government have what we call the Declaration Drafting Committee. Declaration Drafting Committee, headed by Bryson Okoma, Dr. Bryson Okoma. Exactly the same thing. Now you are seeing similarity in the state, in the pathway for this freedom and independent state of Israel. You have also seen similarity and the pathway to the declaration of the independent state of Finland. You are also going to see another similarity from another country when I'm going to mention them. This is to tell you, and when you look at this pathway, they are not the same. The Finland pathway to freedom and Israel pathway to freedom is not the same. But what we are doing has similarity with Israel, with Finland. And there are many more, which I'm going to tell you. What I'm using is called the multi-dimensional approach that Nigeria can never ever escape that. So we will make sure that if this fail, the other one will not fail. And if this one failed, the other one will not fail. And that's exactly what we are doing, because Nigeria is a complex country. Because of the vested interest of the world powers, it needed a very complex solution. And we found it. We found it. We have solved the mathematics and they found X. And they don't even know that mathematics is cooling in our fridge. So what we do is we are going one after the other to take the solution, the equation, what we use to solve this mathematics, and apply it to our everyday activities in the liberation of Biafra. Now, I want you also to understand that the vote of the 12th May 1945 was convened to vote on the Declaration of Independence, 3 of 13 members were absent. They had 13 members to vote, and 3 of these 13 members were what? They were absent. And some of them were being blocked in besieged Jerusalem. The difference today is that we are not only in exile, we are also in the homeland. We have those, so when they tell you you are in exile, laugh at them. We have government in the homeland called the Biafra de facto government. When they mock you that, oh, these people are doing, of course, they are no longer laughing. That's why you see the increase of attack and propaganda against us, which I warned the Biafrans a few days ago. I said, there is going to be an increased propaganda in Nigerian media. Don't fall for it. And that's to see what's happening now, because they have come to realize that it's like these people are not joking. It's like these people are getting attention even in the United States. It's like these people are having, higher level meeting with the United States Congress, United States government officials, and all that. This is no longer something that we should know. That's what you see happening on social media. Don't be distracted. I am not distracted. Actually, the more this propaganda comes, the more I get energy. So it is what is giving me energy is that propaganda. And once that propaganda stops coming, I will manufacture something that will make them to start talking. So what am I saying? The meeting started at about 13:45 in the afternoon and ended midnight. Decision to declare the independent state of Israel. Now, the decision was between accepting the American proposal for truce, which means at this point, there was already there was already fighting between Israel and whoever that hates them. And America was pressuring Israel for truce, while Israel is contemplating declaring their independence or accepting the pressure coming from America for a truce. And if they had accepted America for a truce, Israel will not be an independent state today. I want you to listen attentively. America was telling Israel, making a proposal for a truce. Israel was discussing between declaring their independence or listening to America. So they decided not to listen to America. The latter option was put to a vote with 6 of the 10 members present supporting it. So out of the 13% that should be voting, 3 was absent. Out of that 3 that was absent, it remained only 10%. So now that 10% now decided to vote whether to declare Israel as a state, independent state, or to agree on America's proposal for a truce. So they put it to vote. Now, 6% voted to declare independence of Israel. 4% voted not to declare, to follow America. Are you listening to me? How many? 4 versus 6, only 2% made the difference. What you see Israel become today. So when you are talking about Biafra, or people are telling you don't do this, don't listen to them. 1% can make a difference.
Yes.
1%. Now, I am telling you this history so that you will now compare what we are doing, where we are today, just within 2 years. And you see that what we are doing is divine. When God said the time has come, even if you call Simon Ekpa a witch, the witch will possess me and deal with you. And I will accept the witch to possess me. Some of them say I'm a witch. I agree. And I accept it. And you know what witch can do. Now, 6% voted for the declaration. 4% voted against it. And their names are there for everybody in Israel to see who were against the declaration and who actually voted for it. So which of the side of history are you supporting today? Which side of the history? Are you for Biafra or are you against for Biafra? Are we going to remember you as those who fought Simon Ekpa? At the end of the day, when you see 24-hour electricity, we will be looking at your name somewhere in the history book. Which side of the history are you going to be part of? Are you going to be part of those that their names will be written and their signature will be on the Declaration of Biafra document in Finland, 2024? Because this history we are doing from 2023 Biafra Convention, first ever, they never believed that actually you can have convention in exile. We did it. They didn't believe. They say you're paying money to come to Finland. You came to Finland. We had many declarations, including the Helsinki Declaration document, which is the Biafra Charter. We had the Helsinki Ambazonia Declaration, which is the alliance between Biafra and Amazonia. All those things are going to come later on in the history book. And people are going to study how we outsmarted the most ruthless and the terrorist country in Africa. Now, those who voted for the Declaration of Independence of Israel, now after that, they now went into final wording of the declaration. The draft text was submitted for approval to the meeting of the Motez Ham in Tel Aviv on 14th May. The meeting started again around 1:50 in the afternoon and ended 3 o'clock. An hour before the declaration was due to be made. Despite ongoing disagreement, members of the council anonymously voted in favor of the final text of the declaration. During the process, there were two major debates countering on issues of border and religion. I want you to understand that the state of Israel, when they were debating about their border and religion, they decided to omit anything border. Do you understand? Israel declaration did not have a border. They don't know the map of Israel, of the state of Israel. But Biafra today, we have our map defined. Subject to whoever that want to dispute it, subject to the most widely accepted democratic system, which is referendum, which we have already conducted and conducting. So today, Biafra has a map, Biafra has state structure, Biafra has every government institution put in place. But Israel declaration don't have a map. Israel don't have a map. And they decided to declare independence without map. And they said the UN can now decide what the map will be. I am telling you, this is something that you need to understand how freedom is being fought. You don't allow people to ride you. The borders were not specified in the declaration, although its 14th paragraph indicated a willingness to cooperate in the implementation of the UN partition plan. The original draft have declared that the borders will be decided by the United Nations partition plan. While it was supported by some people, it was opposed by another and some other people within the Israel cabinet there. We accepted the UN resolution, but the Arab did not. They are preparing to make a war on us if we defeat them and capture Western Galilee and territory on both sides of the road of Jerusalem. This area will become part of the state. Are you listening? So I will not go far and I will not continue because I have actually touched the most important and crucial point I want to touch, which means many things were not defined by the state of Israel during their declaration. Today, we have met every requirement. We have done more than any country in the world before or pre-declaration period. We have met the statehood. We have met the categories to be recognized according to the Montevideo Convention on Statehood. We've overqualified. We have built our own defense forces. We have our own liberation army. We have state to state, 40 states of the United States of Biafra. We have administrators, state executive council running each state. We have also developed the state structure as we are adopting the Confederating State of Biafra. And it's going to be a confederation state. So everybody should understand that Do not listen to what Nigeria is trying to sell to you, that it is undoable. Do not listen where they say, oh, they are just in exile. We are not in exile. We control them. We control the territory of Biafra. We are not in exile. We are also in the homeland, controlling our territory, making sure that we delegitimize Nigeria as fast as possible. Today, nobody will carry gun and walk freely under Nigeria. You will be gunned down. And if you succeed, even if you are walking, carrying gun as a Nigeria, you will be looking left and right. You're not going to have peace. I will never give them peace until they withdraw from our land. Our main objective and aim today is to make sure that Nigeria withdraw their terrorists they call army, the terrorists they call police, the terrorists they call air force that are coming to bombard innocent people in Biafra land. That is our target. And this target must be met. After December, we must make sure that we have nothing else to do other than neutralizing the presence of Nigeria in our land, including attacking the presence, their offices, because this is where they stay and plan and execute the attack on Biafra people, the terrorism against us, against our women and children. Those offices, barracks, must not be allowed to stay under Nigeria in Biafra territory. And that's the next thing we are going. So 2nd of December is a day that the beginning of the end of Nigeria within our territory will start. My people, do not allow anybody to dictate to you that what we are doing now have not been done before. We don't need them to have been done before. We develop the system that works for us. We develop the way we are going to live Nigeria. And it is only us that this particular system and approach is going to work for. Nobody else, because nobody else have been subjected to the manner of system that we have subjected to in Nigeria. My brothers and sisters of Biafra, rejoice! The days ahead will be light. And Nigeria will know that those people they killed in the 60s have possessed all of us. And when we don't have answers to many questions, they give the answers to us. That's why they can never understand what is happening until the end of this road. I am standing very strong, and the Biafra will be declared in this country, and we are going to defend it with our guns. We are going to defend it with our men that are very gallantly waiting for a day that the show will begin. I welcome you in Australia. Those of you listening to me in Australia, remember the most important thing we have now is the support from the IOU, from the fundraising, until those people who are hiding somewhere thinking that we are joking will understand that this is not actually a joke. It needed to come out to do more than the Israel did. And in the next 10 years, those who are mocking us today will be put to shame. People in Australia, remember that what you are doing today, you are making a history that will never ever be forgotten. As I was reading and mentioning names of people who made the Israel independence possible, you are also making the same history for yourself, because your names will be mentioned, just like when we begin to talk about those who supported this liberation of Biafra from Australia, we'll begin to mention your names. Your names will come one way or the other in the Biafra document. It can never be wiped away from the surface of the earth. We will write how we visited state to state, country to country, soliciting for funds, and they were laughing at us. They will tell you how Simon EKPA was so stubborn and didn't listen to anybody. And from nowhere, they were calling him that small thing in Finland. But today, look at the change of things. It is no longer that small thing in Finland. You see that small thing in Finland has grown like a big python, swallowing all the evil in Nigeria. And it is going to happen koro in their eyes. They will say, what were we doing? This guy don't go far. That is how it is going to end. I am telling you the fact, this thing that is going to happen in Finland from 29th of November to the 3rd of December will be the highest history made in humankind for freedom fighting. I welcome you all. Thank you for inviting me in Australia. Let God touch your mind to understand that we need funds to buy arms and ammunition to defend our land. Thank you.
Biko, come on, Biko.
Airborne.
Adadiorama, can you please, biko, tuo ya ha, biko. On behalf of all of us, biko, kenera and your batobie.
Thank you.
Biko na kunaka.
Isi na BRGIE ukolomo.
There what?
Ọkwa agbata obi udu aka mmiri.
There what?
Eburu n'iru ọka n'azụ, eburu n'azụ ọka n'iru. Ọkwa onye mmụọ. Oji ikuku eje, oji ọkụ eje. Ọkwa agbata obi Biafra, ọkwa agbata obi ọ batala andị obigo kwanụ, alili ebigo, iti ikikiri eze ebigo, ụmụ Biafra ọ bata obi bịalugo, udu aka mmiri, ukolo mmụọ, isi na-ebu ogidi, oke ngwu agịlịga, onye mmụọ.
I wish to announce to the Biafra people that after the Australian tour, immediately we will start the Northern Nigeria diaspora visit town hall meeting. So, and the Northern Nigeria town hall meeting, Biafra, LIAISON, Northern Nigeria, will also be in the same Zoom link.
Wow.
Thank you.
Wonderful.
Awesome.
Your Excellency, thank you. You are a breath of fresh air to Biafrans. And we are grateful for everything you have done and everything you are doing. What you said, you are not a man of just words, you are a man of action. You have said, you have reversed the course, you have broken the chain, you have done what nobody even dare to. No one has ever challenged Ahmadu Bello when he openly in international media boasted that Igbos will always forever be under. Nobody in history challenged that until now that you have broken. You have broken that spell over. You have, instead of us to be under, because the scripture said that no one light a candle and put it under a bushel, but you must put it on a top so that it will become a light to everyone that comes in. And that is who we are. And we are no more under the table. We are now on the table. Thank you for amazingly taking us to this point. Yes. 4 categories of people who don't know what is happening, people who watch what is happening, people who talk about what is happening, or people who are making things to happen. So we choose to be history makers, and Australia will be a history making today. And before we're going to begin to show who we are and let Australians begin to release the power that we have. I have one more thing to do, and then it's gonna be all, and everything is going to be loose. The next is a eulogy from Madam Caroline Iwunze. And where are you, ma? Because what she's gonna say is gonna lead to the action side of what and why we are here today. Because if 8 people or 10 people or 38 people of Israel can do, we are more than that. So where are you, Mrs. Iwunze? Where are you, please? Raise your hand so that they can see you and unmute you. Can you see Caroline Iwunze? Okay, that's good. She's in. Unmute yourself now. Can you unmute?
No, she put off her camera. I need to wait. Let me make her co-host so that she can on her camera again. Unmute yourself, not that camera. Touch the camera again, or press the unmute button. Put on your camera again. Put on your camera again.
Okay.
Perfect. Yeah.
Good. Go ahead.
Odogu.
Your camera is not on.
Chamber. Nwa dị ọra mma. Nwa afọ juru. Ugochukwu tụnyelu nwata ka o ji eke. Nwa dike ji mma agha ibusasị ndị ọjọọ. Oive bụ. Anyị na-asị gị nnọọ. Nwachukwu telu mmanụ. Nwachukwu nyelu ndị Igbo. Akpụ nwa ọ na-ekwu ọ na-eme eme. O nwere onye dị ka gị o. Ịbụ nwa Chineke nyelu ndị be anyị. Ịbụ nwa Chukwu bunili enu. Mmanwụ ada na-akwa aka ka ịbụ. Okolobịa akpụ nkụ. Nwoke Chineke chọrọ mma bunye ya enu were amamife wụọ ya n'isi. Ife bụ ka ị na-abata ka ọ na-ebi. Ọbata obi. Ọbata obi. Ọdụ nda na-alara ụla. Gaba n'iru na anyị kwụ gị n'azụ. Enyi na-aga na anyị kwụ gị n'azụ. Ogogo ngwu. Anyị kwụ gị n'azụ. Ndị fụrụ n'anya karịrị ndị kpọrọ gị asị. Ịbụ ngozi Chukwu nyelu Biafra. Nwa dị ọra mma ka ịbụ. Were ya gaba. Ụwa kpọrọ gị asị. Nwa fụrụ of evil, injustice, and criminalism. Ịda kwadoro n'ife ọjọọ ma ọlị. Anụ nkanka mpi. Ị mara anụ nkanka mpi na-abụ so mpi julie isi. So ọ tụgharịa ebe a onye nọchiere ya ụzọ sụọ ya. Ọjọọ ọ tụgharịa iru n'azụ ebe niile bụ so mpi. Anụ nkanka mpi. Enyi mba Biafra. Onye nọchikwa ụzọ ọzọpịa ya. Dimkpa pụrụ iche ka ịbụ. Jide ka iji. Ọ nke nwe aka iji iwetagola anyị Biafra. Anyị na-ekele gị n'ife niile ị na-emere ndị nke gị. Anyị na-asị daalụrị nne. Ọ ga-adịlị gị mma. Ọ ga-adịlị gị mma n'ụtụtụ. Ọ ga-adịlị gị mma n'efifie. Ọ ga-adịlị gị mma n'anyasị. Ọ ga-adịlị gị n'ezinụlọ niile mma. Ọ ga-adịlị mma n'ụzọ niile. Daalụrị nne. Ọ bụ na ewezuga gị n'ụsọ. Anyị aka bụ ndị fụrụ ọfịa. Anyị na-asị ka Chineke nọ ya na-agọzi na-enye gị ike. Ụlọ niile na-echu. Mbọ niile na-agba ka ọ wee dịrị ndị nke gị mma. Ọ ga-adịrị gị nwa mma. Ise. I greet you, our honorable PM, and I greet you, our formidable media team, the cabinet members, and I greet you all Biafrans. You are welcome to Australia, and we thank you all. And as you can see, I have a very nice bowl of lemons. And we are presenting these lemons to our PM as a gift. Just for you to make a hot drink of, of drink with lemon and ginger and whatever you may have of it, just to clear your voice and to avoid you having cold. Because we know that, we know that you cannot afford to lose your voice while speaking to us. So this is for you. And I will advise everyone to pick a lemon or two and pay for it. And as for me today, I'm going to pick the smallest one for $50 to welcome our PM to Australia. And I just wish that everyone will pick these lemons. Nothing will remain in this bowl, okay? So go for it now. Thank you very much. God bless you.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. And I'll follow your footsteps. I'm picking one lemon with 500 Gemma to make sure this Oliwe, our PM, look, from here is going to join another town hall meeting. This time he's going to be talking to, addressing Biafra in diaspora in the northern part of the zoo. And maybe they're still thinking he's in Venezuela. But look at him here. He doesn't look like someone in Venezuela. So PM, Rico, this lemon dimpa, your voice will not crack. Biko ngwa no mume Biafrans, no mume. Everyone who is here, begin to raise up your hand and begin to let's make sure this lemon basket is empty today. And if you buy one, pick one and tell us how much, and we will take note what you are saying, what you are giving, and at the same time, maybe if you have a talk, want to say one or two words, you're welcome. If you want to ask a question, please, this is your moment. You heard me when I was reading out. Having enemy is not a bad thing. It's a good thing. The reason why we have enemies is because sometime in our lives, you are doing something that is good. And that's what you cannot please everybody. So, can we begin to see hands up to make sure this lemon is finished today? Already hands are beginning to go up. I can see His Academic Highness all the way from Europe. His Academic Highness is in the house. You're welcome to Australia. Can you unmute yourself? Yes.
Unmute yourself, Academic Highness. You are talking, but we're not hearing you.
We can't hear you.
All right, maybe because probably you have raised your hand up a long time and some calls came in and must have shifted your audio. You have to go out and come back in again. Just enter the Zoom again and then lift your hand again. It will be better that way because it may have been, the audio may have been corrupted by something. All right.
Okay. Greeting Biafrans. Why I in his academy? Mazi Royce, a member of LIAISON Australia. He's taking the lemon with 50 Gemma.
Thank you.
Thank you. Mazi GA Godwin, Akagi Dinenu.
Yes. For the PM speech, please, first of all, I'll be supporting our PM speech with 100 Ejema, and I'll be using 100 Ejema to take one lemon so that our PM will have a cold copy so that he doesn't lose his voice while going to the terrorist enemies camp on the next meeting. Thank you guys so much.
Thank you very much. That is 200 Ejema together.
Yes.
Wonderful.
And I'll be asking questions later on as well.
Pardon?
I'll be asking questions later on as well.
Okay.
No, why not ask your question? Ask your question right away.
Okay. Now you have the opportunity. Go for it.
Okay. PM, thanks for being here. This question is so important that I actually have to post a 50 Ejema just to ask this question. It's so significant to me. You know, in a normal circumstances, when a country comes out of a civil war, like it happens between Nigeria and Biafra during the 1967 to 70 genocide, basically, there is always a date set aside for remembrance of those killed during that ordeal. More especially in Biafra case, Prime Minister, where the victims are mostly children and the elderly, who was starved and bombed to death. Prime Minister, why have Nigeria state for all this while, after its genocide on Biafra, failed to set aside a date to remember those Biafrans massacred during that ordeal? Thank you.
Thank you very much. It's very simple. They know that Biafra is unfinished business. And in any time they do that, you know, they are very scared of the rise of Biafra. So anything that will give any credence to anything Biafra, they are scared. They don't want to hear it. And that's what is happening. But you see, it doesn't stop the sun from rising. So the main reason is that they don't want to hear anything Biafra because they are scared that Biafra will rise again. And the point is that it is not just, it is a must that we must rise. And not just rising, we are rising to get our freedom at all costs. And so they know, because we can't continue this thing for a long time. The Nigeria state itself is fraud. And so they are scared of what Biafra will do and how they will do it. But as you can see today, it's not, it is something they can no longer avoid. So the reason is just very simple. They don't want anything to give credence to Biafra. Because once they remember the children that died, the next thing is that you remember why they died, the reason they died, and how they died. And that will, you know, aggravate a lot of people who are not even supporting us today. So they don't want to do that. But one thing these people don't know is that everything has time. And when the time comes, you can never cover it with your policy, with whatever you are doing. And the time for Biafra is now. I am telling you, if I have bomb today, if I have bomb, I mean good bomb that I can press somewhere, it will go to Aso Rock, I will send it. And I will tell you when I'm sending it. I will bomb Aso Rock into pieces, because we need to do that in order to stop the invasion of our land and killing of our children and women. These people don't know what let me not, if I have bomb now, nuclear weapon that I'm in position to do, I am telling you, I will target Aso Rock and make sure I burn it to pieces. It is a part of weakening a terrorist government. And we have the right to do that, but we don't have the equipment yet. So, and I wish that we're going to have that. Maybe that's where we're going to start. As I'm talking to you now, they are having a meeting. The meeting they are having is that this guy is ready to bring war. Please release Mazi Nnamdi. And I'm talking to you now. The meeting took place yesterday. And those who I spoke with know that I said Mazi Nnamdi will be released any moment from now. But one thing they don't know is that let them release him first and the rest will follow. I'm not going to say more than that. But they know that I'm ready. I'm out for this freedom. It's not there is nothing in this life will stop this freedom from coming. When I joined Biafra, I told you people that I am here to make history. I am here to be part of those that you will be saying, as I'm reading other people today about Israel. I want myself to be read. When somebody read about Biafra, how Biafra was, you know, liberated from Nigeria, you read about me. That's what I want, nothing else. And people will be happy at the end of it. Those who were mocking me yesterday, you see many of them are not mocking me again today. Those who was mocking me 1 year ago, you see many of them are not mocking me today. Those who were mocking me 2 years ago, you see they were not mocking me again today. But one thing is that there are still those who it is not about what I'm doing, but it is about it must not come from me. And the good news is that they have no influence to stop Biafra from coming from me. I wish they do, but they don't. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, my PM. Amazing answer. Yes. Next person on the right hand is that Sergeant Chua Dalam. Can you unmute yourself? Chua Dalam, can you unmute yourself?
Oh, good evening, Biafrans.
Good evening and welcome.
Can you hear me?
We can hear you loud and clear.
Yeah. Pardon me, our international listeners. The group I came to represent, we don't address in English language, we address in the language of heaven, which is Igbo language. Pardon me, I'm sorry. Ịkpọkị my PM. PM ndị Biafra niile gbakọtara aka nye. Ekene gị. Nnukwu mmadụ dị ka nnukwu alụsị. Mpekele nnu atụnyere n'osimiri anyị alụ nnu. Ototo mba ji a na-arụ n'ọkụ ọ na-epu ome. Ọdụm na-egbu agụ ndị ilo na-atụ bọmbụ na-agbụ egbe. Ọ na-agbapụli egwu onwe ya egwu. Ịkpọka ekene gị. Ị ga-adị ka echi a na-agụrụ agụ. Abịa m iwere ọjị aka ọjị n'afa otu nnọkọ ezinụlọ. Wee sị ka m kene gị ka m kwukwa obere okwu. Ka m welukwa ohere a kenekwa nwaanyị eke anyị, eke nwaanyị, onye isi ndị ọrụ anyị bụ Tọtọ Ngozi Orabaeze. Ọdụ ekene gị. Asụsụ ndị mbụ na ndị egede chekwaba gị. Ị ga-adị ka echi na echi a na-agụrụ agụ. Welukwa ofu aka a na-ekene Sọrị Akparawa. Nna ekene gị n'ụdị pụrụ iche n'ọrụ alụlụ ụmụ Biafra. Eji gị wee na-ekene ụmụ Biafra niile ji fonu ha na-agbasa ozi ọma Biafra. Eji m gị nwa bụ Sọrị Akparawa wee ekene onye ọbụla n'ofu n'ofu. Unu ncha niile bụ ndị na-agbasa ozi ọma Biafra. Ekene m unu. Ịkpọkị my PM, a sị na ahịa akara aka na-eru ọnwa ngwụlọ. A sị m na ogologo akụkọ adịrọ n'ụka mgbede maka na ama m na anyị ga-eje nọnyere ụmụ nwanne anyị ndị nọ na North. M wee sị ka m bụọ ofu abụ ndị mbụ na ndị egede si m bụọ n'ime mmụọ m. Ama m na taịm adịrọzi, m ga-abịa agụla. Ịkpọkị my PM na ndị otu ọrụ ya niile. Ụmụ Biafra niile ebe ọbụla onye ọbụla nọ n'ụwa sọtụrụ. Anyị ncha niile bụ ụmụ Chukwu Okike Abịama. Chukwu Okike Abịama bụ chi dị ndụ, bụ chi nke anyị na-efe. Nyawa bụ nna anyị, nyawa bụ eze anyị. Chukwu Okike Abịama kwere anyị na nkwa na ọ ga-ewetara anyị a na eze eluigwe n'ụwa bụ Biafra. Ya mere anyị ji aza ụmụ Chukwu, na-aza nwa eze, na-aza nwa Chineke, na-aza ike Chukwu, maka Chukwu ka m ji aba keba afa m. Ya bụ alaeze n'igwe Chukwu Okike kwere anyị na nkwa bụ Biafra. Ọ bịagokwa abịa. Ihe anyị na-echezi bụ ka ịkpọke onye Chukwu Okike Abịama sị na onye nwa ga-ewetara anyị ya. Mepee ọnụ ya, kwubie okwu si na Biafra abịago. Ịkpọka imepe na arụ ọnụ kwubie okwu na Biafra abịago. Ọ bụ mmadụ, ọ bụ obodo ọbụla siri ngọ, ya bụ onye ga-anwụ, ya bụ obodo ga-ada n'afa Chukwu Okike Abịama. Maazị Nnamdi Kalu si n'oge eji eziokwu wee mebi n'azụ. And o welugo eziokwu wee mebi n'azụ.
I think we lost him.
Yeah,
he said so many things, and I don't know if he has said what he actually wanted to say. Lost him. So, please go ahead, sir.
That's what
I'm saying. I don't think he has said what he wanted to say, but network.
He will try to come back.
It's still the other, yeah. Okay, while we wait for him to come back again, Emma Musa, you are next online. Emma Show.
Yeah, please. Those that need to on their camera. So if you want to be spotlighted, you need your camera on. So please go ahead and put your camera on right now, especially those that have their hands up. Put on your camera, put on your camera, put on your camera, put on your camera, put on your camera. So if you want to be spotlighted, you need that camera to be on.
Put on your camera. If I Samuel, put on your camera. Yes, Emma Show, unmute and go ahead.
Emma Show, unmute, yeah.
Okay. Oh, fuck. He said, can you hear me now?
Yes, we
Yes,
can.
go ahead.
Oh, ndewo na ụmụ Chineke. PM m nwoke ukwu. Ele ebe ọ na-ahụkwa m ihu ya anya. Ya hi n'ihu ekwesu hụ m ahụ ya. PM ele ebe ị nọ nwoke ọma.
Ndewo.
Daalụ nwoke ukwu. Again and again.
Ọ dụzụ mgbe ị ga-aga ọjị okwu agwụ gị n'ọnụ. Eche nnọọ ọjị ka a na na-ege ntị ka m n'ụdị ị ga-atụ n'ọjị a ụgwọ ọzịkwa ya ike kwụrụ ọtọ gwụ gị enweghị ị ga-ebido ebido. Azị ka chere gị mgbe ị ga-apụta ikwu okwu ngwa gị ya. Iwere okwu niile ị ga-ekwu n'ọjị wee kpee ya na wee kọsara Chukwu.
Chukwu n'aka. PM. Israel, my question is Israel, and I must say glory be to God and thank you very much for that. Because Umunnem and PM, my fear all this time was Onyara uli egbagoku ya chipu ya yipukwa ma akwa ndoyi n'ihe na-eshi ihe niile gbakọta ọkụ the same time. My fear has always been eweta this war otu a ishe enye woto ha hụ ya shi ihe agbamụrụ ọkụ enwere ike gbuo Maazị Nnamdi Kanu just for spite. But glory be to God, ishe went underground getting him out of that place because hey, o deserve him there. Chineke
they will not try it.
I agree.
And they know that very well.
Colin.
Glory be to God. Man ajuonu kozo because as far as I'm concerned, or any question na this movement. When you believe in something and believe it so passionately, like when you something you already know. So ihe na aju woto onye a ga-etikwere nye na dictionary bikono. PM woto ọ gakwa aba na dictionary site na-enye na dictionary nye aha. And
ọ ga-abagodo na Wikipedia good at the end of the day.
Ndị ọzọ ndị mịa n'obi Igbo eyizu mecha anya mịa agwa obiri woto. Anyway, Chineke nna gozie gị PM. Ụmụnne PM amana m njakịrị maka dị ọjị ashị mmechetere n'oshi ọwụhụkwa naanị lemon ka anyị rege ọjị eni n'ụkwadị a ọrịba onye zi na PM ọjị na-awụ naanị m na nwanne anyị nwoke anyị luzuru elia ọjị hụju na tre ọmị ga-ata ya sizụbani ya ndewonu
a na-azụ ọjị a na-azụ lemon
otu
echeke m na ebe ịzụrụ ọjị ma ị ga-abịakwa zụrụ lemon ngwanụ echeke m na ihe na-ege ntị ị ga-azụ lemon
PM ọkwa ịhụrụ nwoke ọjọọ na ndị idetere ihe ya chi pịama anyị ụtalị a ma eji $100 were kwe
kụpụrụ ya aka
ọwụmụ enweghị m PM ji ala tinye ọ na-akpa boketi ihe eji akpajuru nye mgbomgbo lina na otu lina na lemon mehu ya were lama
thank you.
Chineke
next person, Nnenna, can you please unmute yourself? Nnenna, can you unmute yourself?
Hold on. That's Nnenna from Canada. Please, everybody can on their camera. Actually, I've given permission to on camera.
Oh no.
Yes.
Yes, we can hear you very well.
Okay. Don't worry about camera. I have to wake up from sleep
Don't
to
worry,
be one of you. It's about 6 a.m. Yeah. So, because I promise I'm going to show up in this town hall meeting. Abatobie, thank you, sir. The Lord will continue to bless you, strengthen you, honor you, and lift you for us. It is important that every Biafran sleep well because of you. I want you to know this. This is a reality. I'm not exaggerating. Biafrans all over the world, genuine Biafrans, those who refuse to be slaves, those who said no for extermination of Igbo race, wherever they are, when they lay their heads on the bed, when they remember you, they fell asleep. We thank you, sir. Australians, thank you for hosting our PM. In spite of the rejection that is happening there, because I know I have a first-hand knowledge of how much people who live there think that what you are doing is not right, or you are joking. But today, you are proving them wrong. I thank all the media warriors for your relentless efforts to make sure you support our PM and things are happening. And I thank all the bridge officials, the cabinet members, the federal government in homeland, everyone who is doing one thing or the other to support our restoration. We have hope.
thank you.
Our hope lies on 2nd of December 2024. Canada as a nation is also working hard to gather like-minded people who are supporting, and we will continue to support line by line, space by space, little by little, we will get there. So today, Canada is going to take one lemon for $50, and also Canada will use $50 to buy okpoji for our PM, making a total of 100 ejema. Thank you all.
Thank you, Ne. Thank you for your awesome support. We greatly appreciate it.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Doctor, Daddy, please tell people should be hurrying up because the PM have another meeting.
Yes.
Not more than 1 minute. If you have anything to add to your 1 minute, it shouldn't exceed another minute. Maybe you want to say something. At most, so that if it
is very
exceeds 2
important.
minutes, we'll mute your mic. So
And
we need to go to next.
That meeting will be using the same link. Next, Ifeanyi Samuel. Ifeanyi Samuel, can you unmute yourself, please? Unmute.
Ifeanyi Samuel. I don't know.
Good.
Should I be going through the? I don't know who is Ifeanyi Samuel. I can't see any Ifeanyi Samuel.
He's on mute now.
I'm
He
unmuted.
can speak.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Greetings, my PM. Greetings, everyone. My name is Ifeanyi Samuel. I am your first subscriber on TikTok and also the first subscriber on X. As you published me, I was very happy to see my PM recognize my efforts so far. Thank you very much. I want to pick up the lemon with 100 ejema. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Wonderful.
Unmute yourself. There's a question for you.
Are you in Australia?
Yes, I am.
Wow. Thank you very much. You are the first person to subscribe to the X page, right?
Correct.
Wow. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Oh, good, sir. Thank you. Yeah.
Ifeanyi, I have a before. Giving up on since. Good to see you, brother. You're welcome.
Thank you. Next is Emeka. Emeka, can you unmute?
Ogalugu, kekwen ka yesi nwete Ifeanyi, number Ifeanyi, maka
If
donation.
I have, I'm gonna Ekugoku.
Okay.
Yes, Ekugoku. I've met him.
Yes.
Okay, that's good.
Your Excellency, the Prime Minister, United States of Biafra, all cabinet members here present. I recognize our LIAISON Chief, Chief Luke Iwunze, and our distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, the Prime Minister, yeah, I want to question. I just want to thank you for all you've been doing. And you know, your commitments and tireless efforts were a real inspiration. Your historic speeches, you know, all the ones you've been making in X, from the history of Finland, and all wonderful speeches you've been making. They are all inspirations. A lot of us have learned, who are not historians, we've learned a lot. We welcome you to Australia. I say good to see you. We are in 100% support of every activities. We'll pledge our support both now and forever, until we restore the sovereignty of our nation, Biafra. Yeah, Ejemo 100 Ejemma, where our Goji. Sigidisike. We are proud of you. Thank you very much.
Wonderful. Thank you, Wanna. God bless you. Ahormo. Yep. Next person, next hand. But
our academic highness hand has been up for a very long time.
Yes, Ungwa, your academic highness. I'm sure your mic is good now.
Oh, quite we cannot hear him.
Cannot hear you.
Academic highness, we are not hearing you. Do you have mic? We cannot still hear you. Go fix your mic, please. Go fix your mic and come back.
Sorry, Pastor Van Van, kemaka ike chukwu onye otu nnọkọ ezinụlọ. Ọ dị ka ọbatago.
So, Emmanuel Musa that have been here, has he said something that is spotlighted?
Yes,
okay.
Emmanuel, yeah.
Okay, I have to remove him now. All right. Okay, Onye Nzuko Ezinụlọ, I'll bring you back. All right.
Okay, unmute yourself.
Chuadalam, okay.
Hello.
Yeah, go ahead.
Biko unu eweliwo na kọlụ bata mebisie ezigbo okwu m na-ekwu. Mana ka m gbapịa ọsọ ka m maka na ụbọchị abụrụ ọzọ ụmụ arọ. Ka m welu 100 Ejemma wee were aka ọjị n'afa ndị otu nnọkọ ezinụlọ. Enwezi ike okwu nchọbụ ikwu na mgbe mbụ. Mbịazịa na ọnọkọ anyị na ugwu Awụsa ka m kwuo onye bụ okwu ya makwala anyị na mma.
Udo. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Chukwu. Mazi, can you give this Okezie? Okezie is trying to control my mic. Probably is in a hurry to speak.
Okay.
Give him the mic, please.
Okay, Okezie, can you speak now? Okezie, unmute yourself.
Okay. Ndewo.
You can put on your camera if you wish.
Okay. Our Prime Minister. Actually, who go because you're a very handsome man and you look like my son. I love you so much. I've discussed with Mr. Iwunze some things. In fact, I would like to have your number because I have the type of heart you have based on what I said before. I have ways we can do something. I'll make a leg welcome you to Australia. I know here at Gidibam. I don't want to waste your time. I've deposited the $100 to the LIAISON account while the meeting was going on to welcome you. And Jim 100 Gemma Koboda na award. So I will deposit the money. Mr. Wins, I'll give him the account. But I want to be, I'm interested in whatever happened. I spoke with Mr. Wins because of certain the factors at home. Some people might be spy within the Nigerian government. So I want to be silent, but there's some and I'm under oath, and I'm ready to take any oath anybody wants me to take. I will be doing what I'm doing. I told him secretly, financially, that one is not a problem. But there are other things we can also suggest that can make things work.
Yeah, they can give you my number.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much, my brother Jishike.
Thank you.
No
Thank
fear.
you.
We are with you.
Thank you. Okay.
Sorry, Ogalugu, could I have Onyakwuru okwu na biko?
Okezie Ogu.
Okezie Ogu. Okay.
Ogu, yes.
Also no ego le. Also no maybe go 100 name kwasi another 100 call just 100. Opugo?
No, Oku. Us near me go 100. Hey, make us say another 100, but not 100 in Kobu, don't know.
Now two Gemma over there.
Wonderful. Okay. It's Academic Highness. Are you? Yes, you are on mute. Can you go ahead now?
It's not working.
It's still not working. Okay, let's go to BRGIE. You are back again.
Yes, Ogai. So I just wanted, because I worked by caller before, so on behalf of my Olu state, so I did the sum of 50 Australian Gemma, OJ. And at the same time, I'm so happy with what our media team is doing against the terrorist state of Nigeria. The whole support they have been giving our Prime Minister, both the ones in the TikTok, Facebook, YouTube, what have you, and of course on Spaces. So I'm just using another $50 to recognize our media team and say kudos for the support you're giving to the government of Biafra and that of the Prime Minister, making it in total for $350 plus the initial $100, which is $450. Thank you guys so much. We love the Prime Minister. Airborne! And we're going to win this fight. There's no doubt about that. Thank you guys so much.
Wonderful. Thank you.
Thank you, Godway. Thank you.
Thank you. Next person, Dani Olivia Anozie. Can you unmute yourself, please? Yes. Yes, go ahead.
Hey, ụmụnne m ana anọ naghị nọrịkwakpa ole amara m si onye ọbụla ree mma. Prime Minister anyị udo dịrị gị ịwụ nwoke eji eje mba alịma gị meje meberi jebiri
ụgbọakụ ka ebe nọ ụgbọakụ ka ebe nọ biko wepụta na ụgbọakụ biko wepụta na ụgbọakụ achọrọ m ife ya.
Video now.
Aha. That's good.
Prime Minister anyị ịwụ nwoke eji eje mba asị m alịma gị meje meberi jebiri anya nọrọ na nga onwe mmebe anyị ji asị nwa akịrị be gị akwa akpụ gị aka nne ya nọ nga ahụ, nna ya rị nọ nga ahụ. Anyị lụ aka kpa anyị amara n'ebe anyị jije. Anyị enwe ike ịla ndị azụ. Anyị afụala, anyị afụachana. Awụwo otu onye n'ime ndị nzukọ ezinụlọ. Machịkpala meji owede ji kpọba anyị. Lee ka o si dị mma, lee ụmụ Igbo abịarụla ndị dị n'otu, lee ka o si dị mma, ụmụ Biafra abịarụla. Lee ka o si dị mma, ezinụlọ anyị abịarụla, ezinụlọ anyị lee ka o si dị mma, bụ ndị nwere otu obi. Mana gbapụ ya ọsọ mekwu makpa anyị jiri mee. Aga m ebido n'ego eje mma ugbu kwa aha ndị kpụkọrọ ya ọnụ. Onye mbụ nwa Ada Tina Ijele nwanyị 50 eje mma. Onye abụọ wụ nwa Ada Caroline 20 eje mma. Onye atọ wụ Maazị Chidozie 50 eje mma. Onye anọ wụ Maazị Mbegbu 202 eje mma. Onye ise awụrụ nwaada Adadịọra mma anyị, Akụgo nwaanyị anyị. O jiri 100 eje mma jiji baa nga taa. Onye isi awụrụ Maazị Ayochukwu Ashiegbu. O jikwara 100 eje mma baa. Nwaada Lọna anyị ji 20 eje mma baa. Maazị Freeman Ikotu onye jiri 20 eje mma baa. Nwaada Juliana Okoro ji 20 eje mma baa. Nwaada Okeke jiri 20 eje mma baa. Nwaada Uche Ogbunnefi jiri 30 eje mma baa. Maazị Uche Ogbunnefi. Onye iri abụọ wụrụ nwaada Margaret Joy wee mkpọdukwala ewere iwe, biko nne gị anwụrụ. O ji 20 eje mma baa. Onye aza wụrụ Maazị Ikechukwu John Actor enye anyị 22 eje mma. Maazị Uche Ifebi 50 eje mma. Maazị Chidebere Bobuwe enye anyị 50 eje mma. Maazị Chigozie enye anyị 140 eje mma. Maazị Emeka Steven Chike enye anyị 50 eje mma. Maazị Louis Besmont enye anyị 127 eje mma. Abịa kpụkọ eje mma anyị ọnụ, ihe o nyere anyị wụ 824 eje mma. Mana eje anyị abịala ebe eje. Nwaada Blessing Anaeche enye anyị 50,000 eje. Nwaada Ugo Ezienyi enye anyị 10,000 eje. Maazị Anthony Chukwu enye anyị 5,000 eje. Nwaada Agụnwanyị Nene enye anyị 50 eje. Maazị Chidindu Ekwumesia enye anyị 10,000 eje. Maazị Gideon Chinazom enye m 20,000 eje. Maazị Benjamin Amihe enye anyị 20,000 eje. Maazị Louis Nwankwọ enye anyị 5,000 eje. Nwaada Ụgbọakụ enye anyị 5,000 eje. Abịa kpụkọ agha eji ahụ ọnụ ugbu, ihe o nyere anyị wụ 175,000 eje. Mana ọgwụbe PM akpọga ngo asị m ekpa eje mma Ejemma anyị. Elehi chere she ejemma wụ. Ejemma anyị elehi chere show.
Ojemma anyị wụrụ okpogo.
Amara m show okpogo. Ibeti mana na ahịa gbasara ya ni ịmara na anụ chee ya echiche chele ihe mere ni eji kpọpụ ahịa ịchahụ ejemma. Ishe mgbama gị.
Ihe mere eji kpọpụ ya show ejemma.
Ishe mgbama gị. Ije ejije mmanya ije ejije that is anyị ejiri atụle okwu bekee nga ahụ bet meme gị iwe ahịa ya ama ije ejije is to imitate ihe mara mma ije ejije wụ ije ihe mara ma ị ga-eji afụ ya ahụ mmanwụ ihe mara mma ya ejila eji afụ na mma anyị eji afụ onwe anyị eji afụ mma anyị anyị akụrụla ị ga-eji afụ mma anyị bedo ozi ị ga-amakwawu eje mmanwụkwa nwaanyị ọkwara na-azụ nwa eje mmanwụ nwaanyị ịhụnanya ọhịa nsimere ekwuo ịmara na chere mabịa gbala gị ya ma gbajie gị ama ego nna anyị kpara n'ụwa mbọ ọwa ego kere ego akpara mbọ ego onye jiri lọnụ nne mụrụ omene ego na akpara mbọ ego ejiri lọnụ nne mụrụ omene Igbo ji akpọ ya Ojomma Owere ji akpọ ya Ojomma ara Owere na-ahụ na shega abala ọwa ozugbo mmanụ baraba onye ọ gajirila ahịa nwe mba piya ma penọ na ya
ị ga-akọ kele nkedi mma kele nkedi kele how you get na ada in those days kele nkedi
ọzọ mbe mama akpọrọ ụmụ egwu ọzọ mbe mama akpọrọ ụmụ egwu manya nọrọ ga-akụ manya achị Chineke gozie gị gozie ndị niile ịga nwekwa arụgo ọrụ goziela anyị ada dị ọra mma anyị oyi a ga-eme isi a ga-akụ ya otu aka ahụ ka m jikwa gbaga ndị ọzọ Pastor Vam iwu ezigbote onye m like ahụrụ m gị anya chọọ mkpa m ikwu okwu Eliza na Vision 555 Biafra Unite ozugbo nnụ niile ekelela m nnụ ngwa nụnụ mejikwa na ama.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Because we're making just 1 second.
Go ahead.
Ụmụnne m Chineke m gọziele m unu ebe unu pụtasị na ebe ọ na PM ya na-eje na unu ya esokwa anyị n'asụsụ ndị mbụ na ndị egede n'asụsụ ndị Igbo because na oyiwe anyị ji eje ụmụnne m ana m ekene unu kenesi unu ike jidenu ka unu ji because na ndị anyị sị na onye nwere mmadụ ka onye nwere ego ọ dịghị izi and if you na-aka akwa n'ume because onwe obodo PM eje na-eje anyị eje eso n'ọsọkwa anya ụlọ iwuliti na anyị na-eso nga ọrụ anyị pụtara ebe ọ nọ na anyị je na-eso n'ebe iri ya aja n'ukwu because na onwere onye ọzọ anyị nwere ahụ PM and ụnụ maka na mmụọ nọ n'ihu mmụọ nọ n'azụ ụnụ nwere idea so ugbu a ka nne m ekele gị jide ka iji adị m happy na biko o nwere ebe onye m chọrọ ịjụ Carolina biko maazị onye be gị
Carolina Iwunze
ọ nọ ya nwere n'otu nnọkọ ezinụlọ
abụ nke ahụ ịnọ Italy
ọhụ Carolina nke Italy ọ nọ n'otu nnọkọ ezinụlọ
maybe otu isi ekwu ya na ọ ga-abatazi na ọ ga-abata
onye be mma dịkwa happy na ọbata n'otu nnọkọ ezinụlọ obi ya atọ m ụtọ thank you very much
Okay, daalụnụ ada dị ọla mma ndị otu nnọkọ ezinụlọ Ụgbọakụ Ikechukwu ekene m unu rinne ewerere m unu aka ekene m unu ndị otu nnọkọ ezinụlọ obi jupụtara m aṅụrị
o sokwa n'ofu onye n'ime anyị mba Ayochukwu o so n'ofu onye n'ime anyị n'otu nnọkọ ezinụlọ
obi jupụtara m aṅụrị mgbe m bịara gwa ọrụ na ọbata obi na-abịa Australia a wee kwado ihe anụwa and eji m ohere a wee na-ekene mmadụ niile tụrụ ego tinyere aka n'akpa iji wee kwado otu nnọkọ ezinụlọ n'otu unu si wee ba na onye na ọbata obi awa PM na ọbịbịa ọbịa na Australia. A sị Chineke ga-akwụghachi unu mmaji kwuru mmaji ebe unu esi na-eweta Chineke ga-edeghachi ya. Daalụ unu n'ọrụ ọma unu na-alụ Biafra. Ndị otu nnọkọ ezinụlọ Ikechukwu ọbata obi ichetara last time ị bịara France ọbata Ikechukwu gwara gị na otu nnọkọ ezinụlọ ọ yọrọ gụ na ọ ga-eso na pati one of the party a ga-enwe ma Biafra bịa. So and ọkwa asụsụ ndị mbụ na ndị egede ndị gboo ihe anyị na-eme ebe ahụ anyị na-eme omenala onye agha na nwanne ya ihe anyị ji nọ n'ebe ahụ. So anyị kwụgo n'azụ ịhụgo ka Dadaola mma kwuru ya ebe ọwụ na ị na-aga na anyị so ga-aga ebe ahụ. Daalụ ọbata obi ya, daalụ nwoke ọma. Thank you.
Biko ife nchezọrọ ikwu ego a kpọrọ afọ ebe a ewetachana ya wee donetichana ya ma nke ndị akwụrụ na ma nke eje akwụkwọ na-eje na the county ha niile denu nke eje mma akwụkwọ na-eje mma weta receipt so nwela eji ha ụgwọ emechazie ka m forward ọrụ na the receipt.
Wonderful. Thank you very much.
Mazi Wunze, please move with speed.
Yes. Next person, Bo Henry. Henry, can you unmute yourself, please?
Can you unmute?
Henry, unmute. Oh, sorry. I'm going to mute now.
Okay.
Yes.
Ahamowo Chinonso.
Yes, go ahead now.
Unmute Mic here again. Unmute it, please. Don't touch it again.
I think someone is actually muting me because I'm not touching my phone anymore.
All right, go ahead.
Okay. So as kele our Prime Minister, Simon Ekpa, mata kam kuno so even mgbe ano na akpọ ya ọnụ ndị mmadụ ndị mma yotago ha nọkwa na-akọ ihe ha na-akọ even during the time of Peter Obi, you know, ha nọkwa na-ekwu ihe a na-ekwu batara maka ya, but I'm happy that today he's able to visit us and then be able to also encourage us to confirm to us that where we are going is truly a better place. Where he's leading us to is going to be actualized, especially with regards to what is coming by December. So in view of that, I am using 100 Ejema to buy cola for our Prime Minister. Thank you.
Thank you, Henry. Chinedu, Ndewo, that's beautiful. Okay, Zikugonu, Mahakagi Kadinenu, Freeman, Iko Tuonye, unmute yourself.
Yeah, thank you very much. Please, and when we keep to camera, I'm on. Pastor Vam.
Yes, go.
When you take camera, turn the camera on. You need the camera because it's on. Turn the camera on now. On your camera, every other person because on no camera.
Okay. Okay. I'm a just Sunday morning and egede. Okay, phone you need me to no crazy no lo. Onye nta ala Biafra adadi orambe kelele mge onye isi ai. Obata obie itiari ikondo njoku ekelele mge. Onwe onye dịka gị o nwere okwu ikwuru kịta o nwere okwu ikwuburu mbụ isi na ka anyị na-eme ihe a now na ha na-eme meeting na Aso Rock and meeting ha na-eme na Aso Rock wee ezigbote meeting na ka anyị hapụ nụ Maazị Nnamdi Kalụ na this guy onye a na-ewetekwe onye a na-ebukwa agha abịa and agha Igbo abịa ha agaghị alụnwu ya. O nwere ihe ikwuru na ọ bụrụ na ị nwee chance ịnọ ebe anyị nọ na-atụ ha ngele na ị ga-atụ ha ngele tụsasịa ebe ahụ ha nọ. And nke a eziokwu anyị kwetere na gị anyị na-eso gị na-esosi gị ike ebe ọbụla ọ sọrọ gị jee anyị so gị na-aga. Enwe m ọtụtụ okwu enwekwa m ajụjụ na ihe niile na-eme anya na-ahụ ya ụwa niile amarago na yes iwe ọbata obie ụwa niile amarago na yes iwe ọbata osu n'ala Igbo, onye ihu na onye azụ amarago na yes ịbatara, ihe niile dị ọkụ na-ajụ oyi, even ndị jiri oyi na-adịkwa ọkụ, and ihe onye ọbụla chọrọ. So maka nke a ejikwa m n'aha ndị otu nnọkọ ezinụlọ na-ebutere gị taxi ga-ebuga gị ọdụ ụgbọ. Ozugbo ndị na-emesi ihe ị na-emesi, taxi ga-ebu gị aga ọdụ ụgbọ ga-eburu gị efeli alaghachi ebe ị nọ ọnọrọgo. Eji m 50 ejemma na-ebutere gị taxi. Thank you very much, Ọbata Obie. Thank you very much, my Prime Minister.
Thank you, thank you.
Ndewo, Freeman.
Freeman, email of ma. Next is Isaac. Isaac, unmute yourself.
It looks like academic is working now. Can you try him too?
Oh, is he?
No, he's raising his hand.
His academic highness, I am mute.
Can you hear me?
Ah, finally, yes.
Oh, thank you. I doff my cap. Your Excellency, the Ambassador of Biafra. The seaside. That was what I was saying before. With my family, entirely speaking, just like you are with your family, this is a family. The etymology of nation starts from family, and you must make your family to function. And that is the reason and why the entirety of the family of Biafra, meaning the glomerulus aggrandizement of the family of Igbo to the its highest extension, are craving the indulgence of nationhood. And we must get this nation, because our forefathers were not stupid by creating the word Biafra. Even the white people came and transacted with us. When we have the peak of transaction was in 1821, when you have the likes of King Jaja of Opobo. King Jaja of Opobo was an Igbo man, and you have King Deputy Nana Overawem, who developed the place that you call the Ashanti in Ghana. And from there it logorated to Togo, and it logorated to all other Central African republics. So what we are doing now is we are trying to make sure that that decision that God Almighty, the Zarathustra, Chukwokika Biama, gave to us come to the light of what is happening now. There are some people that don't understand that it is not by prayer, but it is by we participating in what is happening in the world. Today, Nigeria has sold its sovereignty to some Chinese companies. I don't want to dilagare what we're saying today, but I want to support what we're doing here, starting from little and by little. I support this family of Australia, starting from 50-50, and I will send exactly the receipt, Sonny Akparawa, meaning 100 ejema. God bless you. In secula secularum.
Thank you. Thank you, His Academic Highness. Thank you. Always.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. So Isaac, can you unmute yourself now? And Isaac, can you unmute? Next is Stephen. Stephen, can you unmute yourself? Yes, Stephen, go ahead.
There one only see ekene m ge afam bụ ezigbo afam bụ Chukwudi. Enwere m a little something m chọrọ ikwu. Anyị nwawu ndị anyị so na ndị nọ na formal IPOB Australia. So I was actually kicked out because of you. So I've been following you up to this moment. So, but okay, my heart was shattered, but inya hakunam hope again that all is well. So initially, enyeburu 100. Achọrọ m ikwu ọtụtụ okwu ka ndị ọzọ nwee ike ikwu okwu. Initially, enyeburu $150 ka m ji welcome oge. Mana m na-egoro that lemon na-agbakwara gị taizi na support BLA with extra $300. Thank you very much.
Ndewo. Ndewo manna.
Chukwudi dalo. So Chukwudi ka na ebe a. So extra 300 plus 150. Ya wụrụ 450.
Yes. Mme tinyere gị. Ndewo.
Dalo mana enwere ihe kwuru. Isi na ije ọsụrụ kwuo na anyị nọbụ na IPOB. Isobu anyị na bidoro autopilot. So when I'm so bad, if I thought each other go, no, my brother. Dalo.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Oba to be inu go near na. Oba to be inu go. Us in your warrior hope.
Yes.
In your warrior hope.
But actually, may support. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
You are welcome, my brother.
Isaac, are you still there? Isaac, unmute yourself now. Isaac, unmute yourself.
Please, those that are watching, those that are watching.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Our link for Northern tour have changed, so I will post the link on our X page, and of course it will be shared as many as people who want to join the tour. But continue, please, Australia. We are not.
Yes.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, we can hear you loud and clear.
Okay. Now my picture may not come up, but but let me be speaking. Aobato bie.
There were.
Odogwu nwoke n'agha.
There were.
Ana m ekele ana m asụ welcome to Australia. Nwee ọtụtụ okwu na-awụhụ na Chineke nke pụrụ ihe niile, Chukwu okike abịama na ala Biafra na mmụọ niile nọ na Biafra. Ha chewe n'ọkụtụ, chenye n'ehihie, chenye n'abalị, chenye eshi nkwọ, eshi orie, eshi afọ na eshi nkwọ, eshi eke. A gwara Biafra chewe onwe ihe ga-eme jishi ike n'ọrụ, jishi ike. Ndewo. Aga m eji 100 ejemma osum lekwe ọjị were.
Thank you.
Werekwe 100 ejemma were that lemon my sister-in-law butere. So na aṅụ ya ihe ka m gwango ya ihe wụkwa ọgwụ dị egwu. Gị gawa otu ihe na-aga n'ugwu Awụsa gị were kpụrụ ọ ga-asaṅụ olu, saṅụ nkọlọ, olu m ga-awụ jede bi ga na-ekwu geregere na-ekwutere Biafra. Maazị Simon Ekpa, our prime minister, ọ ga-arụ mma ugbu a ruo mgbe ebighị ebi. Ihe niile na-arụ ọrụ under you, Biafran government in exile, executives niile, Pastor Vam, go 247, brother Akparewa, who niile ha mandum chetere mandum nechete. Asum Chukwu okike abịama ala Biafra ya chewe ọnụ ise. Adadi Orama, I love you so much. I love you so much. Give one. Oh, God, oh, no.
Thank you.
Habru Bianihu, Nazo Kino. Habru Bianazo, Nihu Kino. He got jump and pass until Biafra and they wouldn't.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Wonderful. Any more hands? Hello, Australia. We're still there's still room.
We still have one hand here. Olivia Anozie. Olivia Anozie, unmute yourself.
Olivia has just finished. Olivia, your hand is still up.
Then we have BRGIE in New York.
Yes. Oh, New York is in the house.
Nde Biafra, ndewo no.
Ndewo.
Ndewo. Yeah, ọ na-amasị m ile-eso our PM nwa amụrụ gbegbe na-agagharị because labụ m ada Biafra. So eso m PM na-ebia Australia.
Ihe a gbara mgbe a mụrụ Maazị Simon Ekpa. Tuwai.
Yes, ọ bụ nwa amụrụ gbegbe. Nna ya mụrụ ya. So amụrụ m lemon mara Marinze wetara. Ọ mara mma. So a meji 50 ejemma were otu lemon. Si PM anyị gawala iru. Ndewo.
Ndewo. Thank you, Ezinwanne.
Thank you.
Sorry, Pastor Luke. Sister Teresa, Wanda Teresa, ọ ka nọ ebe a ka ọ kwụsịrị ikwu okwu na.
Let me see. Teresa, no, ọ ka nọ here. Wanda Teresa, mute yourself now.
Okay. Am I coming through?
Yes, you are.
You need your video on?
Amazon.
It's a video. Go ahead.
Okay, video. It's not allowing me to.
Start it
it's not
now.
allowing me. Yes. Our PM. No, na Australia. I na-ekene gị nnukwu. I say no. Ana m akpọ our PM. Na-akpọkwa gị our brother. In the sense that, like, when we are like this, we sit like a family. Then you come to every country, you sit with the people in that country, the Biafrans there, as a family. Like now, we are together with you. You educate us on what we need to know in a jovial way. It's like Egunamo. So we crack jokes. We are in lighter mood. Then when you are where you be like a prime minister, you talk with all your strength, without caring for whatever you say. You say things the way it should be, without fear or favor. So I'm saying that you are God sent. All Biafrans are behind you. And without saying so much, we are praying for you every day. All Biafrans are praying for you and our leader, Mazi Nankano. No weapon fashioned against you will ever prosper. We are all praying for you day and night. So, I'm trying to take 100 ejema to take 1 lemon for your throat. So that lemon is very nice, and I'm sure it will work well in your throat. So your next trip will be very nice. So you come to us as a family. We talk as a family. We learn a lot from you in a jovial mood, like a real family. Everybody can testify that we are now a family here. So that's what I'm saying. Then, Adadorama, please. I'm using 50 ejema. Is she around?
Oh no, Kwea.
Yes, I know. Yeah.
Yes, I'm using 50 ejema for you to, to tell them yaha. to say about to say ike ọbata obi ka ọ na-ada ụda otu o kwesịrị ịda ka onye ọ na-anụ ya ma ndị na-achọ ịnụ ka ha nụ ya ndị chọrọ ịnụ ka ha nụ ya na-enwe aṅụrị. It gives us joy. It is a name anyị na-like anyị na-anụ every minute of the day. So daalụnụ ọbata obi mgbe ị ga-ana, God will take you home with all your team members to the next to your next journey. Thank you. Yeah.
Daalụ nwada Teresa. Adada ọla mma biko before etu aha ọkwụkwa n'ụgwọ ọkwụrụ cash.
Okay, thank you. Abatobie. Abatobie. Uduaka mmiri. Ukolo mmụọ. Ndewo.
Wonderful. Thank you.
Okay, we have a
Nenaya, please unmute yourself. Because let there be more hands. I can read Neng Australia. This is your moment. Ngwanu. Ngwanenya, go ahead. Thank you.
Ndewo no, Australian family. Ndewo my Prime Minister. I'm Nenaya from Italy. Anu mazutara yo ofu Roman kresi with $50 ejemma. Because ka oli ene agbake nke mgbe ọwụna we love you anyị hụrụ gị n'anya na-aga na anyị niile so gị n'azụ. Ndewo.
Ontinye agwụgwọ.
Abatobie tinye gwogwongwo biko.
Tinye ya ehi na-aga na iso gị n'azụ nke a Prime Minister na-aga na iso gị n'azụ. Gwogwongwo.
Ụna m ụdọ n'ọnụ.
Mba. Ndewo, jide ka idio, ndewo, thank you.
Thank
I
you.
will send the receipt to Sonny Abarawa. I will send it immediately to him. Thank you. You see me, you can do. Okay.
Thank you, Imena. Next hand up, Bo. Mighty Dot. Mighty Dot, can you please unmute yourself?
Hey, can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
Okay. Yeah. Greetings, Biafrans. My Prime Minister, I greet you. Australians, I greet you. Yes, I wanted to honor that seat today that our Prime Minister used in visiting Australia, excuse you, with 50 ejemma. And I want to tell you, my Prime Minister, you have given me a hope. You have given me, with you and Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Today, I already knew that I'm my God. But with the with your activities, with your leadership, the glory of Biafra has been restored. And I walk with my shoulders high. I am golden. The kind of glory, even people around me, they see the glory. And if you are a Biafran, you are not seeing that glory of Biafra. You are not feeling it. You should go and check yourself. Thank you. We are going to meet in the northern Nigeria. Now that place, Okite, that's what today. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Any more hands, please? Biko, Kaime and Kenke. PM.
Okay. My PM, Abatobie, His Excellency. You know, somebody like me, Ayochuku, the first place in Frowobo, na Ike Kwele na Germany. Mgbe na-achọ ụmụ nkịta nwa na-achụchisi ụmụ nkịta nwa. I remember na IPOB meeting, I told them, onye anụnwa ihe ahụ o mere bụ ihe o kwesịrị ime because ihe abụghị ihe awa leaders ndị a ka ha jeme. So that is the first place in Forogo. And that what I'm had that day, see how we put on ya. No one no one game kuwe maka Biafra. And today on him. Obato be sorry to say this. Even that na this Biafra in him. Or him more. So when they for Biafra, killing clear. So my Prime Minister, I really appreciate you. On a one like this, I always nature again. I don't call you on phone. I don't call you to ask you question. Because again, sometimes when you but I'm not within 2 days or 3 days, in it to it here. Anything on we are in the spirit together. I really appreciate you in him and what you have done. What is we be hitchandi banya mini. In him something masrem. Manager me that is why you are kono nazo. Kono nazo, akwonge nazo. Na organize go nazo. So ejim atom iji 300 ejema were wara goji. Then were 100 ejema were gota lemon were nyegi. Cause na lemon ama manya lemon ọ na-asasasi akpịrị and ezigbo ọgwụ ka ọgwụ. Daalụ ọbata obi ọmaka ma elugo nna m.
Wonderful. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, my
Our honorable admin, Udo Drege. Thank you very much. Any more hands, please?
His academic hand is off.
Yes. Thank you, brothers and sisters.
Go ahead.
Yes, yeah. Thank you, brothers and sisters, most especially to our ambassador Iwunze, Honorable Iwunze. And I was so emotional on the exhibition of one of our brother. This is our last brother that spoke now, and I wanted to support him with the whooping sum of 50 ejema, EGM. I will communicate that later. The other one have been communicated. Hallelujah, hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
Thank you.
Praise the Lord.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Emma back in the house.
Manuel Musa, unmute yourself.
Emma is back in the house. Anyị na-anụkwa.
Biko asị before m alaba ma chieji n'ebe PM na ụmụnne m niile. Of course, onye ọbụla mara. Ihe chimekwuo before ihe mere na-eme wụ ụmụnne anyị ndị nyege aka ugbu. Biko na ụmụnne, the most important thing is to continue the momentum. Biko onye nyere ihe o nyere n'abalị nwee anyị nwere monthly contribution nga aka ha nwaanyị ya kụgide edi ya ihe ọbụla ọ pụtara. Even emechara m na platform dị Igbo and ụmụnne m debara ahụ na-ekwu na phone shi ga-enwe ego iji eti as worst case scenario enwe ego iji eti ga-ekpemere na-enye ekpere. We need every help we can get in whichever way it comes. Just like our Prime Minister said, this is a multi-dimensional war. We are following it from anywhere we can get. Even mami wata je dinner na as long as ihe a na-eme na-aga. Biko no, ihe ọbụla anyị na-eme, let us bear in mind that so long as this thing is ongoing, finance is always going to be a critical issue. I mean, when I mean critical issue, I'm talking about a crucial aspect of it. Ndị ụmụ okorobịa na-awụgharị na-eji ndụ ha achụ aja eri hụ nri aṅụghị pure water. Like I was saying to a friend, if 10 cents here, anyị amara n'ihe o meanere. So let us keep it up. You can $1,000 today or whatever you give tonight. If you don't sustain it by grazing the engine, how long can you tag before Yago? So let me not take too much of our time, but I think the message very clear if we look at it in the context I'm saying it. I need the bottom line about I need the ongoing finance or whatever it is. Maka awaka kanyom anyuko mamiri on ya bofu. One-off payment, of course, sounds exciting. Prime Minister Biala now or Konyo, then it will look like nothing happened. They won.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
Well noted.
Enwe onye na-asị na ọ na-eweli aka ọ dị ka ọ sị nọ 18290.
Oh, Elijah.
Elijah, unmute yourself.
Elijah, unmute yourself.
Hello, Umuchineke. Good afternoon, sirs. From Biafra land, Kamnakpo.
There were.
They won them. Madam na the meeting. I'm Pogaram Aje. So now, K time I get J we have my from now Prime Minister, our Prime Minister's Twitter. So me with the two we make some result. Kita kamba is me here now. So from YouTube can just what is you. So obi the moton kuku. So I want on a 0 grounds. So now I do an anno from Europe before my own consumer say we say I'm mad kubatazi. So we go my even Prime Minister Makoembo. Then Akpara Sony. Adadio Ramo Elijah Kagina and so I'm making it KGCK onye wine. And I got billion on.
There were. Thank you.
Prime Minister is the good guy. When they say the good guy, people should understand. Is the one that is in line with the plight of the people. That is the etymology of the good guy.
That's correct.
Of course,
bless
oh,
you,
good guy. He's the good guy
Ambassador
now.
Honoraris of Biafra. Thank you.
Our PM is the good guy. Only if Nigeria understand. He's a good guy who has come to help them. Even whoever it is in Nigeria, our PM is here to help everyone. But they don't understand.
Emmanuel, your hand is up again. Unmute yourself.
PM Wakoma, because with all due respect, Omerun Zepo, Agama another excuse at this point. Please, Wakoma. Ukwiji Biakijala. Ihe ọchụ nwa ọkụkọ nwa ada nwa ọkụkọ nwa nwa ọsọ enwe ihe ga-eme gị na ọgwụ aga akpọ gị. You are fighting a just cause and God will always refill you with strength. You'll be rejuvenated until the end of this journey and beyond. Chineke Gozegi, thank you for coming and thank you for rejuvenating the spirit of our people, because the arrest of the kidnap of our leader, Mazen Nandekano, dampened the spirit of many, myself included. Thank you for your emergence. May God bless you. This is from me.
Thank you. Jude is raising hand. Jude, are you on mute? I think.
Oh, yes, I'm on mute.
Okay, go ahead. Go ahead. Thank you.
Yeah, good evening, Biafrans. Good evening, PM. You are welcome to Australia. No. First, Abatram late and Abatram Awachagoji and all that, so, but I will start from somewhere. I'm a $50 where what PM Oji. A $50 where go with PM. On a gonna be at the moment now, so then with $100 would support how he's coming. So all up, yeah, about $200 over there. Yes. And they were in question. They were
go first.
At least yeah, the whole thing so that I go,
Okay.
Anyway.
Go ahead.
PM Yeah, this one. You're welcome. I hope no. Very good. Oh, me.
All right.
Oh, me.
Ihe na-adịghị ekwe omume. Ihe na-adịghị ekwe omume. Ọ na-eme.
Airborne to the Biafra Defense Forces, Biafra Liberation Army, and Biafra Resistance Fighters. Airborne to the Black Marine and Black Marine Dragon Fighters, the Biafra Navy in Bakassi Peninsula.
Yes. You are welcome to Australia. From now, anywhere, on one of Biafra land. On one.
Jude, Alpha in it to my PM. So yeah, man, we add here something. I'm happy if you know dig it today. I'm happy to see you know dig it today, Jude. So I have it through PM. I don't if it took us something there.
Just few things. It is free to answer. You answer. If you are not, don't worry about it.
Wait, I another jump question. Just ask it.
Okay, good. Even try to here, maka even ngotra from X and social media. Among how truth or the national, the previous zoological republic government, the former Buhari, sold our resources to foreign companies. Now, my question there, how am I with Biafra? If I know, because Madam Abata, real property in a bill, I'm happy like that. Another thing, here is
the question of so let me address that one.
Okay. That's that I'm my own room on no, which I don't know more the crude for 7 years.
Again.
Crude oil for 7 years.
Recruit for 7 years. On Canada not on Canada Jigao.
Crude na
discover not now. When cast not not. I spend billions of dollars where trouble.
Okay.
Sorry, Jude. Sorry, Jude. Can you Oburu orude as no collateral na eji ebru ego in arrears eji ebru ego na owo orude.
Where wu manyo odo na were odo manye wu ofi. Ere ya for 7 years. Or obukwa collateral ofi ha na ere ya for 7 years. Man na check up na what I'm trying to say is that ega na ebunye onwe nke for na Biafra land.
Yeah.
Ega na ebunye onwe eji arụ na Biafra land. mgbe eji ebite ego na China kwa ebichara onyecha ndị enyecha ma $1 ma nke onwe ka ịfụrụ na Biafra land. The people that call themselves senators gathered in Enugu to be talking rubbish. So the point I'm trying to make is that oye biri ego we nye anyị we were oyara anyị nye the people ndị na echitiri ha
419
all 419 ka emere ha. So Nigeria, the people should understand that name a session constitution and 419 all 419 ka emere ha. Biafra government will never cede even one single stone to anybody.
Okay. Very good.
We will fight it both locally and internationally. It's law. Law cannot be changed. You can't change law. So did we take part? You know, one thing they don't know is, Nigeria don't know anything. What they don't know is that, you know, when this thing will start, when we begin to fight it legally, because then it's not between us and Nigeria alone, okay? It's going to be between us, the Nigeria, and then those who went into the agreement with Nigeria.
That's right.
First of all, we have not benefited anything from whatever they have done. So it is going to be between them and Nigeria. From our own side, we will settle it legally. So that must be and there is always a solution to anything when it comes to legal battle. So we're going to settle it. We're going to settle it. But the point is that we're not giving anything free of charge to anybody.
Yeah.
So that is just.
Yeah. My second question here about information. It's not question, but information is now enwere company akpọrọ Sterling Global, and Sterling Global is taking crude from Obudiagwa to Ndoni, where their ship is. Like, they make more than 2 or 3 trips every day. Every day, you will see over 20 trucks line up. I've met them. I've shared the road with them. I've been to the place, even a more flood in Indonesia. And it's really worrisome because over any accident, the communities, the close there will all perish because this is crude. Or catch a fire, you don't control it. So how are we going to control these gangs to make sure that we put a stop to what they are doing now?
This is happening under Nigeria.
Yeah.
So under Biafra, it is going to be the opposite.
But
let me finish now. So one is that we are going to develop a law that will guide anything crude. It is not going to be owned by individual. It is going to be owned by Biafra government. As we practice confederation, it is going to be owned by each state that these oils are found in their land. And of course, it will be regulated by the federal or the central government. So what this means is that once this policy take effect, the issue of the lackadaisical and the nonsensical attitude of those who were involved in, polluting our land and running the businesses like they are running today is completely gone. The difference is that you go to Saudi Arabia today, you see how their oil businesses is being run. You go to Norway today, you see how their oil businesses are being run. This is happening because the government of Nigeria is not a government. And that's why we are fighting to have our freedom, where we can govern ourselves, rule ourselves, and develop ourselves the way we want. So you don't come here to complain like this. So once Biafra comes, all these concerns will be resolved the next minute, even before any other thing, before anything else. We'll make sure that environmental law, this nonsense owning of oil well and all that to individual, allocating it to individual will end automatically. Of course, we're going to revoke everything. So that's why most of them are fighting tooth and nail to stop Biafra, because they know Nigeria represents evil and corruption. Biafra has come to end it. So we are going to take model from different countries that have done well, you know, especially those where, even though we're not going to rely on the oil and all that, but at least for the fact that we have it, we will make sure that we take models from the countries that have done well, like I have just said. In Norway is an example. Norwegian have their oil, and it is owned by the government, and nobody is doing what the Nigeria state are doing. I don't know why. Please, somebody should tell this the coordinator in Lagos to. Is he not seeing that I'm having a live program? So, like I'm saying, everything that is happening today is going to be the opposite. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you, PM.
That have answered my third question. So I don't gonna go to that again.
Wonderful. That's good. Yeah. Excellent. Any other person? Any more hands? Any more hands?
Yes, we have
yep.
Academic Highness hand is up. Then Godwin's hand is up again.
Yep. Academic Highness, go ahead.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Brethren?
Yes.
Yes, I salute the courage of His Excellency, the Ambassador, Dr. Iwunze, and all your accolades here present, just the way I salute the courage of Mazinam Dikano and the courage of our Prime Minister, the Prime Minister of Biafran Republic government in exile. Etymologically, the Primo Ministero Gubernaculum in Exilium. Our people need to learn the meaning of nation building. That is what I've been preaching. Nation building has nothing to do with biblical quotation or with native doctoral quotation. What we need to do now is simply to follow the Charter of the United Nations. You know, our Prime Minister is very, very strong in Historia. He told us the history of the Israelites from 1947, 1948. And I have been talking in several occasions that there was something that was called United Nations Truth Observation. The lacuna of the creation of the Suez Canal. Suez Canal was created to remove, to demarcate Africa from the Middle East. When they say Middle East, it is a lie. Our Prime Minister knows this very, very verbatim and very verum, personarum. We have won the zoo. It is left for our people to stop looking upon the likes of Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala and the Soludos. Those people don't have the spirit of collectivism, but they follow the spirit of what you call historical Darwinism. Historical Darwinism has to do with individualism. Individualism is not good, but collectivism is good. It is because of collectivism that Nnamdi Kanu abdicated everything concerning his life. And the Prime Minister did the same thing. And all of us are doing the same thing. We have to inculcate the spirit of unism, collectivism. Biafran Prime Minister have paid the highest price, and we must get Biafra in this arco temporalis. There is nothing any spirit can do in this world, because Biafra predated Nigeria. Nigeria came just 1914, and the expiring date was 2014. Before Nigeria, there was the United African Company around 1887. So we are at the era where our people will be recognized and in the international dinner table, and our Prime Minister is doing it because it is one person that must stand, not two persons. I thank you all. Prime Minister, bravo. Ebon.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Your Academic Highness. Mazi Godwin, please go ahead. Yes.
Okay. Thank you guys so much. The Prime Minister of the Biafra government, as we are getting towards the end of this program, I will be using the sum of 100 ejema to order for Uber, so that the Uber will hurry up, because you have another engagement. I believe from here to Sydney Airport is not going to take that much. So I'll make 100 ejema, now order Uber, and another 50 ejema. Now say I don't dare Rama. Ya turongi olori ihe lori enyi. Imu ihe lori enyi buru ibu. Mana ngwa bu olori ihe lori enyi, making it $150 in this one. So in total, on up to ebe 500 or so. I kwada wee pụta tata. The Prime Minister of the Biafra government is doing things that no one have ever done in the history of our liberation. So we have to give him all the support he needs in this world to achieve. Thank you guys so much.
Thank you, Godwin. Now, Godwin, you kwado.
Here, Prime Minister. Here, our Prime Minister. Can't hear there goes, bro.
Thank you very much. I'm a nantu tele yako hivi sisi tuwe kantu.
But it's rare. Other than a bit.
Adanne jisike ina bali kwani no adade olamwa. Mwa ize.
Olu awe angelic, olu tere manu. Anointed voice. Yes. Thank you very much. Another hand is up. Mbebu Emeka. Mbebu Emeka, can you unmute yourself?
All
yes,
right,
go ahead.
I'm here, make another meeting. So you can coordinate So we have to start the next
okay. Yes. Go ahead.
Because
yeah, start your video.
My Prime Minister. Now you go to I think Ishini, Yagazie. Because actually major na no la he na kiru. Actually mana kamana ma je Prime Minister ufu them all. Adajo ala ma biki wo gi une wetere he na kiru.
I wetere mani nwere ike wetekwuo na agbawanye.
Ikechukwu wetara aki ilu, so onye nkwara lemon ebe aha nwere ike weta lemon.
Okay, n'aha nnukwu ezinụlọ anyị were n'ofu lemon na-etiga na-akpa Prime Minister si ka ọ na-aga eji atụgbọwa mmanya ndị ọ na-aṅụ ọ na-adị mma n'arụ. Chukwu ohere a na-atụkwa na ama etiga obere egwu na maka na nnukwu ezinụlọ egwu ka anyị na-eji aga ọ na-enye anyị obi aṅụrị. Anyị maara na ị ga-eme ya. Anyị maara na ị ga-eme ya. Anyị maara na ị ga-eme ya. Nnukwu ezinụlọ na-asị na ị ga-eme ya. I mana ige wetera Biafra. I mana na ige wetera I mana na ige wetera Biafra. Nnuke ezinụlọ na-asị na ị ga-ewetara Biafra. Ọbata obi we hear you. Onye ọ na-afụ ya afụma anyị lagala obodo nna anyị. All hail Biafra.
All hail Biafra.
All hail
Thank
Biafra.
you. Thank you.
Biko
Thank
mbe
you.
egbu ikwukwele ego one okwulu ego one o je wele mo.
Biko ịma na obi aṅụrị ewu ada dị ọla mgbe ga-aghọta obi aṅụrị mgbede ebe m nọ. Eji m 100 eje mma na-akwado nnọkọ ezinụlọ. Were lemon wejere prime minister na akpa ya ekelekwe m unu.
Thank you.
Biko na-eji m ohere a wee na-eme announcement. Onye chọrọ ịbata otu nnọkọ ezinụlọ bịa m n'igwe kpọọ m, mana anyị nwekwara rules and regulation n'ọnụ oyibo, anyị nwere iwu ji anyị. Onye chọrọ ịbanye n'ụgbọ na-eje eje otu nnọkọ ezinụlọ mee ka m mara ka ntinye gị na ya. Ndewo.
Wonderful. Thank you. Well, I think at this stage we have there is every reason that Australia will not be the same again. PM, we have broken new grounds. We have wakened some sleeping giants. And everything will begin to work. Tonight, I was able to talk to New Zealand and the president of the Igbo Association there. Nothing is happening in that part of the world, and we are making sure that we're beginning to extend all through Oceania to really begin to awaken our people and get everybody on board. So we want to thank you once again. On behalf of our leadership here, my admin, Mazi Ayochukwu, Emeka, who is assisting me, and our other leaders, we want to thank you for this honor you have given us. And we are here with you 100%. Biafra is coming, and we will make sure that Australia is heard and Australia is awakened, and we will be doing the needful as expected of Biafrans. So thank you, PM. Thank you for your time. Thank you for our members of cabinet from around the world that have accompanied and be with us to support us. We are grateful. We thank each and every one of us. Our media team, Mazi Sonny, Pastor Vam, Unobo, Dike, thank you for never tiring and making sure that everything is working well for us. So we are grateful for everyone, and say thank you. And it will not be the same for us here in Australia. God bless you all. Thank you.
We love you, Obatobe.
Thank you. That one.
Australia,
God
bless you
very much for this today, and hopefully I will see you people again as you continue to multiply and increase in your numbers in Australia, because I know that after as we enter September, September, as we enter September, so as we are seeing, because we need as many people as possible, and prayer is, your prayer and your support. All the things I need now is just to make sure that we have enough bullets. That's all. Enough bullets.
That's
nobody
right.
can fight, to protect our land, better than us. And the one thing that Nigeria have come to realize is that our terrain is different, and we dictate how we fight them. So they will provoke us. They will burn this and burn that. Don't shake. It's something that will happen. They will insult us, insult our women, assault them. I believe that by now people should understand that even our women and children have now mastered, their tactics, no amount of provocation will make them to succumb and sell our people like before. So those images will be coming. You will even see, like yesterday or so, we heard the news that they attacked one of the students in the former Anambra. I will address that issue in the next meeting in northern Nigeria. So those terrorists in our land that they think they are going to use that to distract what we are doing, we are not going to be distracted. The only thing is that we are going to increase our strength, making sure that our defense against the Nigeria terrorist state is not reduced at all. But what they are trying to do now is to distract us so we can focus on those in the bushes wearing rag. You know, our army will face them and then they will have a more upper hand in the other side. No, it's not going to happen. We will make sure that not even one person will be diverted to fight those in the forest. We are raising men and deploying different men to engage those in the forest. That's why I said we need to increase our bullet and guns. We are not going to reduce anybody from any command saying, go and engage these people, let other people go. No, it's not going to happen. So if they are trying to send all those terrorists to go and start attacking our students in their dormitories and all that, in order thinking that it's going to divide the attention, so we will reduce our men from other camps to there to go and start, it's not going to happen. And so this complaint will come, this kind of attack will happen, but we are on top of it. So you people should allow us, as I have not made any statement officially about the attack on our students and how they were kidnapped in former Anambra State. It's not because I did not see it. So, but they are going to hear from us. In the coming months, we have said it that from the 30th of this month, no border is open in Biafra land, and no cow will be allowed to cross into our land from anywhere. If we see you, we don't have prison where we are going to keep you. And everybody should know that we don't have prison. We are still fighting for our freedom. We don't even have a place where we can keep you and feed you with a bar or anything. No, we don't have it. And I'm sorry that we don't have it. And we cannot even afford it yet at this point. So what it means is that violators, you are on your own. Thank you.
Thank you.
See you all in the northern Nigeria. See you all in the northern Nigeria. Airborne to the Biafra.
Airborne.
Airborne, Obatobie.
Airborne, Obatobie.
Airborne.
Bless you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
One na Biafra land.
Yes.
Thank you.
Media team, please get ready to start the northern Nigeria, please. Very important. The link has been shared. Media team, please take charge of this. I'm going to leave now and see you all in the northern Nigeria tour. Thank you.
God bless. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, PM.
Wonderful.
God bless.
Bye-bye.
Australia.
Bye-bye, Ogogo.
They will.
Bye-bye, everyone. Bye-bye.